Yeah.
What am I doing here?
Yeah, just tell those
Where
people.
did I come from?
Yeah.
Well, I was discovered by the Germans.
Right about the time the acid started to kick in.
This is backcountry. I was born to a born to a scorpion lady in the 80s. Nah, mum's alright. She's alright.
Oh, your mum's a Scorpio too.
Oh no, she's a what's the fish?
Pisces.
A Pisces.
No, what's the one before a fish?
Aquarius.
Why isn't Aquarius the fish? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Pisces, pescatarian. Pisces fish.
So what's Aquarius then?
It's
What's
just water.
well?
It's the waves, man. Be like water.
Aquarius
Bruce
is an
Lee.
air sign, isn't it?
Hmm?
Pretty sure Aquarius is air.
But
That
it's
doesn't
full
make
of
any
fish.
sense at all.
You'll have to Google that shit, man. Come on,
That
Jane,
doesn't make
come on.
any sense.
come on, Jamie, Google it.
Alright.
So yeah. Anyway, I was.
I'm not sure what
I'm
Aquarius
gonna
is
go in
actually.
the room and have that fucking smoke.
I was born some time ago, and I've lived a bunch of years, and that here I am on the couch. That's me, basically. That's everyone, isn't it?
Well, that's pretty profound.
Well, Prince
Kind of true.
did an interview once, and he said it was his birthday, and Jimmy Fallon was like, "It's your birthday," because everything's hilarious to Jimmy Fallon. And Prince was like, "Well, you know, I had one birthday, dude. You know, that was a long time ago."
True.
Yeah, so that's really all that matters.
Hmm.
Somehow I made it here.
Yes, here we are. You're a yeah. That's some. Oh, there could even be a touch of nihilism in there, Byron.
Yeah, that's a little colourful for me, nihilism.
Colourful.
Yeah.
Black.
Look, I wouldn't say I'm a nihilist per se.
No.
Yeah, not in the way they're portrayed in like The Big Lebowski. I'm not like a cool bass playing nihilist.
I haven't seen The Big Lebowski.
Bunch of nihilists try to
Is it good?
take his rug. Oh, it's great.
Great?
I'd say it's maybe my top 10 films.
Wow, really? Okay.
Can I try to run off my top 10 films?
Sure, I'll give you mine.
Alright,
As well.
I reckon this is subject to change at any point, but Lawrence of Arabia has to be number 1. 62, David Lean, starring Peter O'Toole. The Godfather,
Yep.
The Lion King.
Nice.
I can't think of any more.
Did you watch the new Lion?
You were going to give a top 10?
Yeah, I mean,
Have you watched the new Lion King?
with real people, with Beyonce and stuff.
My
Yeah.
kids
No,
are.
I don't like Beyonce.
No, me neither.
No.
I could do without her in my life. But
Saw a meme the other day. $1 million to not listen to one Beyonce song ever
Yeah.
again.
sold.
And some dude's like, $1 million to live
million.
exactly how I live now.
Right now. That's
No
what I
worries.
think. Yeah.
Oh, look, she can sing, but,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so can all the people on The Voice and all that.
Yeah, so can Christina Aguilera.
Anyone can
And
sing.
Christina Aguilera can sing way better than Beyonce, man.
Probably Simon Cowell could even sing.
Well,
Mark
yeah,
Holden
probably,
even
actually. Probably,
knew how
yeah.
to sing. He put out records and stuff.
He
Mark
did,
Holden.
didn't he?
And he's
So
just
what's
a
Simon
piece of
Cowell's
shit.
story? Where's he come from?
He's just
Like,
a
who is this
rich
guy?
Englishman, disgruntled Englishman,
Okay, like
who became
upper
rich.
upper class.
He basically, as I understand it, he sort of made the whole. He's responsible for this whole Idol, The Voice, Got Talent bullshit. It's all he started it all. He instigated it all. And you know, he had such a fat head about it that he gave himself a spot on the panel, on the judging panel, even though I don't think he's got any right to be judging anyone. I don't know if anyone has any right to be judging anyone. But certainly not.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about there. Yeah, the whole get up there and manufacture. Yeah, I don't know. Like my brother went on Australia's Got Talent, was it or
Your
No,
brother?
no,
One
it
of
was,
those shows.
Are you serious?
Triple
What
X
was the
Factor
show?
or something?
No, it wasn't X Factor.
What
No,
was that?
Australian
The one
Idol.
before it. Yeah.
He was on Australian Idol.
He was in drag and everything.
Yeah, he did sweet transvestite and
Are
drag.
we talking about who I think we're talking
Yeah, we
about?
are. We're talking about the biggest of the big.
Yeah,
That guy.
My
Yeah,
brother, yeah.
that little runt.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Pull him up, man. Show Byron.
I've got something else to show you both. Keep
Yeah,
talking though.
just Australian Idol, sweet transvestite. You see my brother
Oh,
throwing
dude, he
his
stole
cock
my,
in
stole my
Marsha's
jam.
face and shit.
I love that song. I've always wanted to come out and do that as an encore if I was ever any kind of famous, but it hasn't happened yet. The fame.
You reckon?
What? Am I famous?
I've seen you all over YouTube.
That's, everyone's all over YouTube.
But
There's a video on
that's
YouTube.
TV now, man.
There's a video on YouTube of a dude staring into a lamp for 15 minutes until he goes blind.
Yeah. If people want to watch it, they
Yeah.
click on it.
But that's what I mean. Like, any idiot can be YouTube famous.
Yeah.
I mean, for example,
Everybody likes
we're on
something,
YouTube
that's the new
right
TV.
now. For anyone watching this,
Well, that's correct. Yeah.
we're YouTube famous.
Yeah, we're making a show.
Yeah. Hey, you want to see me blind myself?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
Hey, you want to do karate in the basement? Yep.
Yep.
Did we just become best
I'll
friends?
do karate.
Yep.
Oh man, look at this woman. Look at her. Fucking
Oh, Audrey Hepburn. Yeah.
That's my muse.
You know
man.
she's my girl.
She's my girl.
I've
dude.
got the Audrey book. You know I've got the Audrey
I
book.
know, and that's why I want a picture of it.
Yeah, she needs to be here
It's
as
the Audrey book.
a presence.
That's part of the atmosphere of
This place.
Endurance Studios.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Where we
need
are
Audrey
right
in our
now.
lives. We all need a little more Audrey in our lives.
Yeah, well, and there's all those memes going around. Don't be a Kardashian, be an Audrey.
Oh, are there?
But it's like
Well, she's not plastic.
I'd rather
Audrey's
be
not plastic. What
alive,
goes
to
up
be
with that?
honest. Like
Yeah, exactly.
forget to.
Yeah. So you
Audrey
you
got it
start
really-
injecting plastic into your face and ass so that you can feel more alive. That's what the Kardashians are doing.
Kardashian.
However the fuck you say that word.
Kadoosh.
And whoever these weird looking alien fucking plastic cunts. Ugh.
Not advisable.
I'd prefer Audrey.
Oh, Audrey.
I'd prefer her now.
Audrey was a
Even though
classic.
she's dead.
Classic beauty, man.
Classic beauty. I'm a sucker for the classics.
And
man.
smart too.
Mm-hmm.
She read lots of books. She read poetry. She had like a whole bunch of poems recited by Gregory Peck at her funeral.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been
Yeah,
amazing.
I want to get a recording of that.
Yeah. I wanna see the video of Audrey Hepburn's funeral. I'd love to keep watching as they put her in the ground as
man.
Gregory Peck recites poetry.
Oh, excuse me.
Rivers of shit.
Sorry about that.
Fucking rivers of shit, man.
Show Byron my wife's only that I was showing you on the way
What's her
in.
name again? The beauty queen.
Jennifer
Jennifer.
You know
Jennifer.
Jennifer Aniston?
Jennifer
Houston.
Houston, but it's spelled Houston.
Like the town.
STON.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the town.
It's Houston, but it's spelt exactly like Houston.
Yeah, it's spelled exactly like
Jesus,
Houston.
we've
Well,
got
Houston's not
problems.
really a word we have in Australia.
Check this out.
Can you put that on silent or something?
Are there any Houstons in Australia?
Oh, it's fucking Trickett for the win. Put him on speaker.
Hey, you're a guest on the podcast, dickhead. What's going down?
What podcast?
The Scatology, the study of shit. Right now we're studying shit with Bizo. Who's got-
What the fuck are you talking about?
We're
Sunset
studying
fucking
shit,
Junkies,
motherfucker.
Album launch. 7th of September.
Hey, we're doing the podcast. Me and Jeremy and...
What fucking podcast?
Shit.
What are you talking about?
We're studying shit. We're studying
Scatology.
shit. You can't.
Studying shit.
Yeah.
Aren't you going to be on the podcast
And speaking
like next
shit.
week?
I have... What fucking... I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know about that, man.
He's a good
I don't know
actor.
about that. You guys are talking about studying shit.
Shit.
And you think you're questioning me.
I'm thinking about
Fucking
eating
animals.
shit.
Alright, man. Good talk. Drive
We'll
safe.
see you in a couple of weeks. Fuckface.
Yeah, just watch the road, man.
Yeah, drive safe. There's a lot of
Drive
lunatics out there. See ya.
idiot.
That was my friend. That was
All my
friend.
Christmases have just come at once.
Oh, I love him already.
That was my
yeah,
friend.
that's tricky, man.
I'm just
Yeah.
taking the piss.
He's got hair.
I was talking
He's got
about.
a lot of
I'll be
hair.
talking about him a bit next week because he's an upcoming guest.
Oh, excellent.
I like the guy.
Yeah.
He carries a rug around in his van. I mean, what a legend.
Carries a rug in his van.
Yeah.
Because there's lions out there, right?
Yeah.
That's why
And
you do it.
tigers.
That's why you have the
And
knife in the
bears.
pocket.
Mm.
The knife in the pocket.
Oh my.
You're gonna have a good time with that guy.
Mm. Yeah, we are.
What's trick is
So he's the
Bang.
drummer. He's the drummer in Sunset Junkies, man.
Mm.
He's the lunatic. He's the lunatic that drums with the Sunset Junkies, man.
Yeah.
Not the,
Mm.
just the capital.
He's
S.
a good hard hitting person.
Hard-hitting
He likes
person, man.
to hit things. That's why we got the electric kit set
He
up
likes to
over
hit
there,
hard.
so we can rehearse without the damage.
158%.
Mm.
Aussie
Yeah.
jive.
Yeah.
Man.
No,
That's going to be a good show.
We've
too.
made an album, my band, Sunset Junkies, we've made an album, and it's called Cosmos. We've been working on it for I've been working on it for 2 years. Because it's big.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lot
So
going
it's
on.
released now.
Yeah, we're going to release it in...
The single's out.
yeah, there's been a bunch of singles we've released from it.
Mm-hmm.
And September 6th, the album is going to be out on all the platforms and all that jazz, and then September 7th we're going to play it live and in concert.
So just
Mm.
tell
So
tell
the
those
album
guys
from
what the
start to
single
finish.
names are.
The singles so far have been Inertia, Sunset Junkie,
Yeah.
Apollo and Dionysus,
Mm-hmm.
and Aussie Man Dice.
Cool. I like your hat.
Yeah.
It's kind of different.
I have hats. I'm not... What do I want to
You're
say?
a hat man.
Well, I'm not really a hat man. I sometimes I just put on a stupid hat and it just stays there until I lose it.
Yeah. I do the same thing with sunglasses.
This is just my current thing I'm wearing.
Mm-hmm.
I have no affiliation with anybody
Mhm.
except Australia Post.
Except Australia Post. That's right. And it's great because they're a government organisation and you've got to love the government, right?
Well, you better.
You better. You better.
Yeah, because they'll fucking kill you.
Literally. Eat you.
It's happened.
Well, Scott Morrison is a good Christian person, so,
Oh.
he probably wouldn't.
Oh, he's shiny.
He probably
Thank-
wouldn't eat
Thank
Anyway.
Christ for that.
Scott's a shiny. Is he?
a shiny.
Is he a shiny?
I believe he's a Pentecostal.
Oh, good stuff. They're my favourite.
Mm.
Gotta love him.
Gotta love them.
Gotta love him.
Gotta love them.
Oh, look, do what thou wilt shall be the whole
Whole
of
of
the
the
law.
law. The whole of the law.
Elias the Crowley.
Lots of different flavours of chocolate in the shop.
And you never know what one you're gonna get.
Scatology. Oh yeah,
Study of
that's my
shit.
wife's auntie there,
Your wife's auntie.
Jennifer Houston. Or Houston.
How old
However
is
you
she?
say
Oh,
it.
wow, she's an
Miss
old
World.
classic beauty as well.
Miss World.
Yeah, she was a
Miss World.
Miss World, man.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's awesome, dude.
Shall be the whole of the law.
In other words, I have a very attractive
Chapter
wife.
1,
She
Like
inherited
verse
a lot
12,
of that
I
shit.
think.
Attractive wife, hey? Good on you.
Yeah, she looks a bit like that.
Yeah, she's beautiful, man.
But we've had 6 kids now, so it's not so.
Oh, so
slim
she
line.
looks a little different now.
Sorry, love. Sorry, love. Might have to cut that out. Fuck. Tagging the wife.
6
Jennifer
kids.
Houston
Fuck is
shall be the
wrong
whole
with
of the
you?
law.
Exactly. What is the fuck wrong with me?
Classic
But
beauty.
they're all little cherubs, so
Mm.
it's all good.
Oh, you're talking about children.
Life is life.
Mm.
If you choose to have 6 kids, you gotta make sure you look after the 6 kids. And yes, it's hell and expensive, but it's good at the same time.
I'm reading John Stuart Mill at the moment.
Mm.
A,
JS.
a forward-thinking Englishman from the 1800s. He was like very liberal, but one of the things he got in a bit of shit about was he thought there probably should be some restriction on the amount of kids you should be able to have if you can't support them.
Mm.
And, you know, all the working families with 13 kids said, "Oh, fuck you, Mr. Mill, you son of a bitch."
Mm.
But in an English accent. Yeah, he never really stood down on that. So, I don't know. 6 kids, I think,
That's a
look, if,
big responsibility.
like you said, if you can look after them,
Mm-hmm.
have 60 kids. Who gives a shit, you
Right
know?
on, brother.
Mm.
I do feel ways about, I don't know. I don't have kids myself. I've got a cat, so I've been trying to man up to the idea of maybe having kids one day, but man, it scares the fuck out of me. Especially
I've
when you're
just
looking
never-
after them, you know.
I've just never been a balloon fucker, and I don't think my wife's a fan of tablets either.
I'm a
I
fan
think,
of tablets.
I think
swing 'em
that's
my
how
way.
it went. Yeah.
You could do with some contraception, right?
Oh,
I think basically that's how it went for us. No balloons, and she didn't like tablets, so you get babies.
there you go.
Shit.
That's how it happens.
That's how it happens.
And when I shoot, I don't miss. Apparently.
My aim is true. Wow. Who was it?
Robin Hood shit going on right there. I'm a bit of a Robin Hood.
I was just gonna say something.
You made me be Robin Hood today. Tell that story.
No fucking way am I going to tell that story.
Got home. Oh, where's my keys? Don't have my keys. Oh, I can open the window this much.
And this tiny little fucker.
And this skinny little shit goes
Like, oh, yeah, I can get through that.
like a lizard.
Like a fucking gecko. You just skinked on into my house.
I used to be like that, and most of my body still is, but now I get stuck like Winnie the Pooh.
You got to give up that honey.
I'm not giving up that honey.
I gave up the
It's too
honey.
sweet.
I gave up the honey. Yeah, I'm not a sugar dude. No, I'd had my sugar days. I've lost a few teeth to it,
I want a sugar
and
mama.
I've had the chubby.
What was your
moments.
favourite
like
sweet
me a
treat
sugar
back
mama.
in the day?
When I was a kid, it
I'm
was
a ter-
Coke, man.
Coke?
Coca-Cola.
Just Coca-Cola?
Yeah, man.
Did you ever like the
Love
little
that.
Coke bottles, the little lollies covered in sugar and
I
shit?
had
Sour
those.
Cokes?
I had those.
I love them. I love sour stuff.
I gave up that shit a long
I love
time
blue
ago.
warheads.
Yeah, the Warheads were
I
my
like the
favourite.
cherry.
I love
actually.
Julia
Sorry,
Gillard.
like red
Warheads. My favourite was the Apple Warhead. Now that you're talking about Warheads, that was my
Oh, the
favourite.
apple. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was my
Yeah.
favourite Warhead.
I was a blue boy, man, you know, because
Blueberry.
It was the red.
the blue warhead was like the balls,
Mm.
I think.
Oh, the hottest, the
Was there a black
sourest
one?
one.
There was a black one.
Maybe the black
there was
one
a
was
black
the
one
balls.
too. That's the balls.
I like
That's
both
the,
balls,
That's the minge.
So you're talking about sour lemon.
blue and black.
The
So
black
the
is
strongest
the minge.
one was the
Yeah,
black one, was
the most sourest of things.
Right.
Yeah, it's like sticking a lemon up your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, the apple was a mellow one. It's probably why I like that one.
Mm. Probably was.
It didn't
Salty
blow you.
plums. You ever get the little salty plums? They were gross.
I've never even
No,
heard of a salty
I'm
plum.
not sure about that.
What about the little like karate belt strips, sour strips,
It's sour strips, yeah.
sour strips?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they had cola flavour in those too. Yeah. Yeah.
Also the sherbet. I was straight up sherbet.
I didn't mind the
Orange
sherbet.
sherbet.
You know, you get the bag of fucking crazy ass diabetes sugar,
Yeah.
and you just go.
Remember that shit
things
we
you
had
get
that
away
one
with as a
time
kid,
that,
man.
that tasted
Okay,
like
so-
orange sherbet?
Yeah, the sherbet.
Yeah,
I
remember
remember that
we
sherbet.
got that stuff?
Yeah, I remember that
Yeah,
sherbet.
it was, we swear
Yeah,
there
yeah,
was
yeah.
orange sherbet right
Oh, that's
through it.
right. There was something wrong with that, right?
It worked the
Yeah,
trick, but
did the trick.
but it tasted
It wasn't
really
right.
sweet.
Yeah, it was wrong. Didn't look right. Didn't taste right. Even through like the nasal cavity, still didn't taste right, man.
Those beers.
Yeah, but
Wouldn't
when
recommend them.
you're a kid, you're a bee. You get away with it. You know, buzz around, suck up nectar.
Mm.
When you're an adult,
Buzzy,
sugar's
buzzy.
You
not a
will
great
go
idea.
across the street and get me some orange sherbet.
I will go across the street and get you some orange sherbet.
Or
Good.
some ice cream. Ice cream, please. Ice cream was a big thing too.
Mm.
Back in the sugar kid
Did you
days.
ever get those like the mango ice creams? We had
Like
those.
Wheat
when I was-
Spars, mango Wheat Spars.
No, it's like a home brand mango Wheat Spars, but oh man, they were so good.
Yeah, man.
I loved those as a kid.
Yeah,
Home-
anything
home
mango
brand.
flavoured, I'll just devour.
Yeah, it's one of my favourites.
Yeah, it
Sure.
was delicious, man. We got those all the time when I was a kid, and I fucking loved it.
Growing up in Cairns, everyone had a mango tree in their backyard.
I've got one. in the
We had a
backyard.
mango tree.
I didn't have a mango tree, so
Ah.
I used to just get together with my pals and we used to go around just stealing mangoes. We just get
Sure thing.
bags and bags
Sure
of them.
thing.
Did you ever have like green mangoes?
Well, we've got a mango tree in the
You have them
backyard.
before they're ripe.
We get them each year.
You have them before they're ripe,
Not here.
and
My yard.
you have them with sugar and soy sauce.
Fruit.
Oh, you mean like a different
man-
species of mango?
No,
Fruit.
just mangoes, but
Or just underripe?
before they're ripe. Yeah.
Oh, right.
With
okay.
sugar and soy sauce.
No, I've never had that.
What the
Never
fuck?
had
You
that.
gotta try it, man.
I gotta
Never
try
had
that because it's so wrong.
Mm.
That doesn't sound right, so I gotta give it a
It's-
red hot shot.
Well, you know, the soy sauce is all salty and shit, and then the sugar's sweet, and then you've got this. It doesn't taste like a mango yet, but it's just this lovely, crispy,
Yeah.
fucking deliciousness.
You'd be
man.
surprised how many people eat underripe fruits, man. Like, even green bananas, people
Oh, I hate
eat
bananas.
those.
I don't eat bananas.
Yeah, I'm not a banana
I
man.
don't eat bananas.
Well, I don't
Monkeys
eat green
eat
bananas,
bananas.
but there's plenty of people who
I'll
do.
swing it in the tree.
Plenty of people who eat green fruits.
Green apples.
Just before they're
I like green apples.
green apples, but yeah, they're already ripe though.
Yeah,
Green
I like
eggs,
them in a
man.
pie.
I like a green egg and
They never
and
go
some
red.
green ham.
Hmm?
Green ham is good.
Green.
Straight out of the bin. Yeah, exactly. The look on your face. That's why I said that.
No green ham.
Yeah. Eat it straight out of the fucking bin is where I like to.
Tells you a lot.
That's
Here's a
where I like
spanner.
to get my ham.
Green ham. Talking about nice, fresh food.
Oh, it's
I've
not
got
quite as good as
green ham.
It's not quite as good as green chicken.
Oh, it was kind of it must have been a Freudian
Slip.
Freudian slip.
Floydian.
A Freudian strip.
Floydian.
Freudian strip.
It must have
Floydian.
been
Yeah,
a Freudian slip because you were doing the Dr. Zeus green eggs and ham, right?
Yes.
True.
You
Yeah.
brought
Eggs
up-
and
I
green
can't remember.
ham.
Yeah, of course.
So
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
was talking about.
I always know what everyone's talking about. I just
You just
choose
listen.
whether or not
To
to
engage.
engage. Sometimes I just couldn't give a shit. Most of the fucking time,
Ditto.
actually. Yeah.
That's why I stare off silently into space.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Speaking of,
I've just got nothing
Speaking of
nothing to
scatology.
say. Studying shit.
Speaking shit. Green eggs and ham.
Sam I am. I do
Green-
not like them Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham.
My favourite was the Lorax. That's my favourite
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Seuss.
I really like Fox in Socks. Because it's that Fox is just trying to fuck with this guy by speaking his tongue twisters, and he gets really shitty. Ends up tying Fox in socks in knots, Mr. Locks. Like, it's just fucking tongue twisters. It's awesome to say.
I do
out
like
loud.
absurdist sort of stuff.
Yeah, like
Amazingly, I've never read a Dr. Zeus book. It might have
right.
been above
I got a
beyond my
fucking
time or
collection,
something
man.
like
I love
that.
it.
Yeah.
Probably would. My grandpa always used to say this little snippet of a poem by, I won't say Langdon Hughes, this black guy, this American guy.
Who's Langdon Hughes? Is he a guitarist?
No, he's a poet.
Langdon Hughes? He's a poet. Okay. Well, I'm on total.
Spring has sprung, and the bird is on the wing. Why, that's absurd. I would have thought the wing was on the bird.
Absurd. I like how you do the accent there too.
That sounds like a Chili Peppers song. Did the Chili Peppers quote that poem?
They must have.
Must have.
Yeah, I think it's
Are you talking about
Langston
Dirty
Hughes.
Boy. Dirty Boy.
Langston Hughes.
Are you talking about 30 Dirty Birds? Sitting on a
Dirty
curb? That
Boys.
song? 30
No.
Dirty Birds?
No.
No?
We're just talking shit, man.
That's what we do professionally.
We're drinking a
thought you might have been referencing
non-denominational,
Dirty Birds.
unnamed, unbranded lager of
I
some
made it
kind.
myself, actually.
It's got a little touch
That's
of
my
Jez's
thing.
spit in it, accidentally.
And a touch of...
It's only a touch. That was the accident. I was going for a whole dribble.
Yeah, but you dribbled into your belly button instead.
Yeah.
It's
That's what I
basically
do.
yeast piss
Twice.
that we're drinking.
Mm.
Enjoy our yeast piss.
Amen. Cheers, motherfucker.
Gotta love the yeast piss. It's better than shit.
Would you like another non-denominational jazz brewed spit beer?
I've got one waiting down there. So yep, I'll have another one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can go off screen and get you one.
No need for that just yet.
No.
No.
All right.
No.
I shall get thee thou orange sherbet.
Let's find a prop. Let's find a conversational piece. I'm gonna pick a book from my
Well, what's that one there, man?
collection.
Silverchair.
Yeah. We're gonna.
Creature.
You heard it first here. We're gonna do a Silverchair song at the launch.
Oh, so
Oh, really?
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna
That's
be
cool.
fucking
This
great.
book, what's this book under the book? You're going to pick a book. But
Well, these are the most recent books because
Oh,
they're the
wow.
ones he's
The
had his
Dictionary
hand
of
on.
the Occult.
The Dictionary of the Occult. Yeah, there's a
This is cool. This is right up my alley.
I went to see Slayer
Uh-huh.
recently-ish, and the two support bands were Anthrax and Behemoth.
Okay.
Behemoth are like dyed-in-the-wool Satanists. Great guys, but like that's what they write about. The lead singer said, I have Satan flowing through my music and through my veins. You know.
Yeah, but,
Uh-huh.
do they
But then he
believe
posted
it
a
or do
picture
they
of
just sell
himself
it?
with a puppy or something. No, they are
They
Satanists.
believe it or sell it?
They are
They are
Satanists.
believe
literally
it.
Satanists.
They believe it. Okay.
Yeah, they sell it too because they make great music, and people buy into the thing. I personally am an atheist, so I don't care about any of that on a religious level. But on an artistic level, I love what these guys do, and I love how dedicated they are to this thing that they love, and they're not hurting anybody. Anyway, so I did listen to some of their lyrics, and there's a whole bunch of names of demons and shit jumping out. So I
Right on.
bust out the old
right.
Dictionary of the Occult, do a bit of research.
Pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it's all bullshit, of course, but it's
They probably reference
Good
Legion a bit.
Illuminati.
good mental exercise reading sometimes.
Glossolalia.
Unless
Speaking
you're-
of Pentecostals, I actually know the definition of this word, glossolalia.
That's
Speaking in tongues,
the
man.
tongue thing. Yeah.
Should have bought a Mitsubishi, but I bought a Honda.
Should have been a Honda.
Glossolalia.
That one goes out to Scott Morrison. Fuck you.
Got $1 for the bus, but get a bus, get a mala.
You got $1, my brother.
No, let's pick another book. So this the story with this shelf right here. I've got everything. Well, apart from all the shit all over the floor, I've got everything well organized in this place as far as the books go. So over there, where you can't see, it's poetry and philosophy and stuff like that.
Much like my bookshelf.
The books down there, that's biographies and history and whatnot. You got your reference stuff there with all the encyclopedias, and this is fiction.
Yeah, it's very similar to my bookshelf, Byron. Well, to me it's impressive.
Yeah, look,
Some people wouldn't give a fuck,
I
but
stopped short of
I've got plenty of history
Yeah,
and
wrong.
science and dictionaries.
yeah,
don't really
I stopped short of alphabetizing anything because I couldn't be rooted. But
The only thing that I've got that you don't is a lot of
Moonchild.
psychology.
Moonchild, Aleister Crowley.
Is it really?
It is a novel that he wrote.
I'm gonna
I don't
download
have
that.
novels.
It's
on
the
that.
only
I'm gonna
novel that you
download
wrote,
that
I
on
believe.
the
That's what
books,
you have that I don't.
I
I've got
I
a
want
fair
that.
few novels.
This
I'm gonna get that on the
All my stuff is.
Audible.
this is the story of a guy. It's possibly a little autobiographical.
Oh, I've got
Probably.
a Stephen
It's a
King
story
one.
of a guy who tries to conceive a child through gay anal sex and magic.
That is a little autobiographical.
That's how it happens, kid.
He was into that sort of stuff.
He did.
Was,
In the wrong
he was-
he was
place.
he was kicked out of
magic.
Sicily
I know.
by Mussolini
Yeah.
for being too much of a badass.
Uh-huh.
Mussolini.
Mussolini
Yeah.
said
You
this
know,
guy's.
you can't stay in my country
this
because
guy's
you're
too-
a fucking freak.
You're too dangerous, you freak.
Mussolini was the kind of guy who would just whack someone, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't
but he
whack
didn't-
Aleister
whack
Crowley,
Aleister
man. He's
Crowley.
too high profile.
That's it.
Wow, he couldn't
he
be
was too
whacked.
high profile for Mussolini to kill.
That's impressive in its own
It
right.
is indeed.
Because he was
So
a whacker.
how's the book? What's the book about? The guy's trying to conceive a child through gay sex, which that is actually how this fella lived, and magic.
That means
Gay
bum.
sex, yeah, straight up the bum with a little bit of magic, and you'll get a dude pregnant.
Yeah.
He truly believed that that was possible.
Well, read the book if you want to find out.
yeah, I'm gonna get that on Audible. man.
Moonchild.
I listen to books while I'm driving.
Why isn't it called Bum Babies?
Because it's
Because
not
kids
PC,
Oh, shit.
man.
That's
Fuck.
and Aleister Crowley was.
He was
it is
all about
called Bum
being
Babies.
PC.
Yeah.
The,
He
you know,
used to
Flash
eat-
and the
he
Moon,
used
man.
to eat shit.
Moon
as
Flash
well.
and
He
the
was.
Moon.
He's
Moonchild.
like
Doing the
Gigi
moon.
Allen, man.
Oh,
He's a
Lord.
Gigi
It
Allen
is Bum
character.
Babies.
Aleister Crowley.
Oh, he was
Crowley?
but
Crowley? I don't know.
What I love about Crowley is that he inherited a fuckload of money from his dad, who was a brewer,
Yeah. He was a brewer and a preacher.
and he inherited just a fuck ton of money. And so he paid for the publishing of every single one of his books. Like, he made himself famous,
Yeah.
and
It helps to have money.
but he ran out of money in his 40s, and all he could afford was heroin.
Oh, well, that's how you run out of money. If you get heroin, what the fuck?
Another great book of his is
You run out of money very
Book of the
quickly
Law.
doing that shit.
yeah, that's a
That's the
that's
funny one.
that's well,
That's a
yeah,
big
you
one.
know, when he got into.
He hated it. He channeled that.
trying to
He
remember the exact
he
name.
channeled that through the messenger of Horus. Like, this is reading the gold plates out of his hat kind of territory.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a bit Mormonish.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, none of it's to be believed
None of
from
that.
my point of view, anyway.
the
But
art,
I
like
thought
said,
it was
is amazing.
I thought he was a very interesting dude.
Have
No,
you read-
actually, on
there's a
his
great
deathbed.
poem of his. I think it's called Leah Divine or something.
Yeah.
It's all about eating. I love to eat your shit because I'm so obsessed with you, woman. Leah Divine. It's Gigi Allen, man.
Great men have been writing
It's the
about
vibe.
women doing shits for a long time. Jonathan Swift. Celia
Celia
Shits.
Sheila shits.
Celia Shits. You ever heard that by
No.
Jonathan Swift?
No, I
It's
haven't.
basically this gorgeous love poem, and he's just completely obsessed with this woman. She's just perfect, but then, you know, and unattainable. And he brings some solace to himself by realizing, well, she's just got to take a dump at some point, so she can't be perfect. You know, fucking James Joyce, man.
That was a cool.
Oh, come on, man. Hold my legs.
That
Robbie,
was
hold
a
my
cool-
legs.
Hold his fucking.
Oh, it's alright. I got it. What? There's a whole chapter in this. This is Ulysses, James Joyce. Whole chapter about a dude on the
That's a hard
can.
book to read.
You know, size, color,
it
or
was-
frequency. It's about a big fat bowel movement. You know, he made it beautiful
Oh,
somehow.
right.
This is about the
That's a bit like,
minutia,
Patrick White. I
the
think his name
minutia
was.
of
Of shitting.
bullshit human existence. Pretty much, it's a day in the life. This big fucking book.
Oh man.
And a big chunk of it is just a dude taking a shit. So, you know, it's not necessarily a gross thing. I mean, everyone does it. Celia shits.
Not sure if the camera can see it.
James Joyce shits.
But this book
I don't shit.
apparently is about shit, so
I don't shit.
go and buy it. Why not? We're not endorsing it.
Do you get enough fibre?
Fiber.
Not fiberglass.
Fiberglass in my ass.
Do you eat Brussels sprouts?
Like
They're full of fire.
like the big Brussels sprout things, or the I actually really
I
like them,
fucking
man. I love roasting them up and they get
oh
all
my
crunchy.
god, yeah.
Oh, any
or
veggie
fried
roast
in
is-
butter. Those things fried in butter.
Any veggie
oh
roast.
Yeah.
my god.
Weed
Garlic
butter.
butter. Weed butter, yes, with a bit of garlic in it too.
Yeah,
It'll
garlic
get
weed
you
butter.
high. It tastes good, and it'll give you plenty of fiber.
Butter.
Most of my fibre at the moment is those bloody snow peas growing in the backyard.
Well,
They're
if
just
you've,
fucking everywhere.
if you've got them, eat them.
Do you think the future is, self-sustainability? Is that why you're doing
It should
all this growing shit?
I think it should be.
Yeah.
The more you grow, the more you're helping the overall situation. Same with the solar
Damn straight.
panels. Like, get
And
the
see, that's
solar
the really
panels
cool
too.
thing is that
Make your
when
own
you
energy
when you
too.
grow veggies, right? There's certain. This is something that I think is really cool, and I'll get to why it relates to you in a second. The way that when you grow veggies, like so, I tried, and I actually successfully grew tomato plants, and I found out that the way to keep the bugs off and the grubs off is to
Piss on it.
plant lavender next to it, right? Because the bugs don't like the lavender, so you get your flowers.
True,
which
yes,
brings
lavender
the
is-
bees.
Imagine someone not
And
liking
your missus.
lavender.
My
And
wife
your-
plants.
Like, that's
And
why
your
they're
missus
bugs.
plants the flowers that brings
The
the
lavender
bees.
also brings
and
bees,
you get
yeah,
to
yeah,
eat.
yeah.
You get something pretty. You get something that smells nice,
Yep.
and you help the ecosystem.
Yep, for sure. We've got
Because the
lavender.
fucking big
We've got-
corporations
we've got
aren't
that
doing
around
that
the
shit,
place.
right? That's not actually happening.
Rough corporations.
Yeah,
So
my wife's a flower.
We've got
person,
to
I'm
we've
the
got to
veggie
fucking
person.
trump those motherfucking.
Oh, you just triggered me, bruh. Trump.
Trumpo,
You said the trigger word.
MAGA.
You're wearing his hat.
No,
That's a MAGA
no,
hat,
this is
isn't
an
it?
Australia post hat.
Oh, it does look like the Make America Great hat, though. I've got to admit. Same colour scheme and everything, and it's government funded.
Make Australia Post great again.
Well, it's already great, to be honest. You know.
Hey,
Don't they only do it 2
they
days
just
a week
released.
now?
They've just released stamps
They used to be every day
and
a week.
stamps and coins of it's the 50-year anniversary of the moon landing, and so for my birthday,
Not
I saw those.
really, though.
I asked if I could steal them.
depends.
Depends on how much of a
it de-
fucking idiot
it-
you are.
It depends upon whose opinion you choose to believe.
Yeah, some
And, I
YouTuber
don't-
or the entirety of scientific
I
thought.
do not believe that Stanley Kubrick staged the fucking moon landing. But either way,
He would have
I've got
made
a
a better
really
film.
I've got a really nice stamp, a 50-year anniversary stamp. I got a few of them, and coins as well.
It was one small step for man, one giant leap for
giant
conspiracy theory.
leap
Hey, I like that
for
one.
flat earthers.
Fucking does the moon even
If you
exist?
look really
Is
closely
space
at that,
real?
if you
Is
look-
space even real?
if you look
Robbie
really
Jobbie?
closely at that footage, you can see William Shatner taking a shit.
So that's where it gets time travel and Gene Roddenberry. Oh my god.
I don't know what to say, but I think I have to poo.
Everybody poos. That's
You heard-
the soundtrack.
You heard that
That's
thing,
the
you know, like the
soundtrack.
Shatner grammar?
Shatner.
You know, so like there's Christopher Walken grammar, like,
Oh, shit.
I- don't know what to say, but I think I have to poo. That's your
He's rapping.
That's your Christopher Walken, you know?
Uh-huh.
But like Shatner is like a fucking
Walken's
full
rapping.
stop in between every word. I don't quite know how to
True.
say it, but I think I have to do a shit.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That is so
Man.
true.
I had the unauthorized biography of William Shatner, and that's one of the things that my ex-wife made me throw away.
What? What do you mean by that?
Oh, she's a minimalist.
Oh, cool.
And I had a shit ton of books.
Oh, just chucking out shit that was annoying.
chucking out shit that was annoying her.
Right. Yeah, I've experienced that.
Yeah, I don't like that shit, man.
Yeah, it happens. But if they chuck out something important,
Then there's a fucking
that
problem.
becomes an issue.
Then there's a fucking problem, right? But that book, I actually, because I'm a Star Trek nerd, man. I've seen all of the classic series. I've seen most of the Next Generation, all of Voyager, all of Deep Space Nine, which was a rip-off of a much better show called Babylon 5. Which, if you want to watch a sci-fi show, watch fucking Babylon 5. brilliant, start to finish. I'm that kind of a nerd, right? So that's why I had William Shatner's
I was
or
classics
unauthorized
and
biography.
movies. The
And so I learnt why he
Picard
started
kind of lost
to
me.
talk like that.
Yeah.
That
Was it a
he-
stroke? Too much coke?
Well, it's the unauthorized biography, so we can't go too deep into how many nose candies he was.
He must have been the king of nose candy, I reckon, man. Imagine being
course, man.
William Shatner in the
He's so-
60s, dude.
He's so
How
fucking
cool is that name, man? Shatner.
Shatner.
He is.
It's a well chosen name. It's a well chosen name. I don't even know. Is it a stage name or was he born with that?
I don't know, man.
Let's look that up. I want to know
Shatner.
because that's a really cool.
Let's
name.
look it up on some kind of unnamed, unbranded search engine.
We'll go.
Let's spoogle
We'll
it.
go. No frills. We'll no frills it.
What about Ask Jeeves?
Ask. Oh my god! Blast from the fucking past. Ask fucking Jeeves. How crap was that program? Let's be honest. I used to ask Jeeves all kind of things, and he never came up with a decent answer.
What is that, like a
No,
Siri thing?
it was a when there was
It's
still
like a search engine,
when there was
like
still
Yahoo
a bunch
or
of
something.
search engines.
Yeah, we
when
said
there
all
was
the
still
Yahoo.
heaps of them. When
We
we
said
had
all the
Yahoo
names.
and
Yeah.
all of that.
Google.
Right?
There's still heaps of search engines.
Oh, great. See, that's
But
the thing. You've
everybody
still got Alta
uses
Vista.
Google or Apple, basically.
You've still
They're-
got
they're the two
DuckDuckGo.
big
That's
ones.
my personal favourite.
DuckDuckGo's
Unless
a good one,
unless
yeah.
I actually want something that should be common knowledge, then I'll ask Google.
Yeah. I use
But
DuckDuckGo
for now,
as well.
we're actually going to know frills it or home brand it
Yeah.
or fucking.
Sometimes I ask
you
Dan
love.
if I want a
answer.
real outside
Let's
the
go to
box
you.
answer.
Let's go to I'mFeelingLucky.com.
Let's trick it.
Let's trick it that shit. Let's shit that trick it. Maxwell Silver Hammer. That's a good song. You like Maxwell Silver Hammer?
No,
I'm not
fucking
asking you.
despise
Shut
it.
up. I'm asking him.
What?
The song.
Beatles song.
Yeah. Do you like that song?
Paul McCartney song.
Bang, bang, Maxwell Silverhammer came down on his head.
That's
Yeah,
exactly how it sounds,
That's all right.
actually.
that's alright.
I like it.
I don't mind
Yeah.
it.
I actually like it.
I actually don't think the Beatles wrote a bad song. Every fucking song.
I don't
is
think they
good.
did either.
That's the
I
amazing
really
thing
don't
about
think
the
they did.
Beatles.
That's
Fuck,
the.
are you
That's like
serious?
the. That's the.
Can you name a
magical
bad
thing.
one? I can't.
That's the magical thing about the
Well,
Beatles.
there's one right there. What about fixing a hole?
What about
Pretty much every bad Beatles
What
song
about
is
I Am the
written by-
Walrus?
No, dude, that's brilliant.
Oh, here we go. He's going on the Paul
That's
McCartney
the
thing.
texture
here.
That's a
choking
shit
He's
song.
going to
smokers.
Paul McCartney thing here.
Yeah. Look,
You're a John Lennon dude.
most
That's
people
where
who
you're
know me
at.
know that I don't
I'm a
like
Beatles
Paul
man.
McCartney anywhere near as much as I like John.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm picking up the
Yeah.
anti-Paul
No, I'm a
vibe.
Beatles.
That's
man.
alright. That's
Hey,
cool. My
Paul's
dad's the John.
neither,
I'm the
because
Paul.
Let's not
Paul's
forget
best
about
song-
Ringo's
My brother's the
fucking
John.
Yeah.
Everybody's either a John or a Paul.
George.
Paul's best songs are some of the best songs ever. Don't
How
get me
good's
wrong.
something?
Yeah, I'm more of a
I
Paul
love that
myself.
song.
Yeah, George. He's my
That's
boy.
a George Harrison song.
Yeah.
And Paul McCartney's bass line on that song is...
That's probably why I'm
It's
more
like a
of Paul.
crystal
Yeah.
palace, man.
That's probably why
Yep.
I'm more of a Paul. I'm more of a bass fan.
I'm
as
all
such.
of them, because Paul never would have written
I like
that
the
bass
feel.
line if George hadn't written the rest of it. They fucking worked together as this magical fucking unit.
Oh,
You can't split them
didn't-
up.
They didn't write a bad song.
You can't split them up.
You can't.
That's
you
right, and
can't
so
knock the
that's why I
Beatles.
can't split up.
Can't.
What about
the
When I'm
collection.
64?
That's
One
a
of
good
my
song.
favourite
I like
songs.
that one. I get that stuck in my head. It's
dicks.
it's
Yeah,
it's
that
packed, but
song
that's
is
fine.
cool, man. You've never contemplated when you're 64?
I'm not going to be around then.
No, you're not going to be around at 64.
Fuck, man. I'll be lucky to make 34. What are you talking about?
What?
Yeah.
Nah, that's bullshit.
44. That's a good song.
We're all walking
Alan
in incredibly, thin
Fleshy.
line.
Fleshy beings.
You know, at any minute a piano could fall on any of that.
Gravity wants to eat you. Yes.
Yeah.
When I'm 64.
34 is just as
When I'm
forward
63.
thinking as 64 when it comes to age.
Gravity does want to eat you.
67's a good number.
67.
I like that number.
So do the
I
world.
What
like
year
the way
was
I like the
Woodstock?
way it rolls off the tongue. That's why I like it. 67.
67.
67.
Is it the alliteration too?
There's
67.
the That's
What
right.
about 667?
Oh, that's a good one too. 6,067.
No, but then you've got a
6,500.
You can say it like this: 6,667. Then you've got some alliteration.
That's it, man. You got the. you got-
6,667.
6,667 what?
Now I sound like a Pentecostal again.
Toids.
Toids.
Doity toids.
Toy.
6,667 doity toids.
There
And
has
that's
been
poetry.
there has
That's
been no
actual poetry.
LSD
We're
used
just-
in the production of this video.
Yeah, we're just fucking crazy people. Like, literal crazy people. And that's cool. We're all the universe trying to understand itself, right?
I'm just trying to find a root. What?
I'm guilty of that too.
You're just trying to find a root?
Yeah.
You know, well, to find out what you're actually trying to talk about.
Oh, you mean the root of the
6,667 what?
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, right. It could be about
You are a
Atlas.
dog,
It could
though,
be
too,
about the
right?
Atlas.
Yeah. Nah, you're a good boy. You got 6 kids. You're not looking for a
Sniffing.
root.
Oh, no.
Should be
I'm not-
tired
You
there,
got a
pal.
ton
I'm not
of
looking
kids,
for no
a
root,
ton of
no, no.
kids. What's the
No,
Ocean
no.
Almanac? What's
Yeah.
that about?
Pardon?
The Ocean Almanac. That's another interesting prop.
Oh, my grandfather died last year, and I got a bunch of books from him. I haven't read that one.
That's another. It's a title that rolls off the tongue.
Ocean Almanac.
The Ocean Almanac.
It does, doesn't it?
I like it.
The phonetics are quite aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, you like the fiction and the non-fiction. You like it all.
You gotta have it all, dude.
You want
I'm mostly a non-fiction
books.
dude, but yeah, I like the Sherlock
You can
Holmes. That's probably my
read them.
favourite. Actually, Sherlock Holmes would be described as faction, actually.
I like Sherlock Holmes.
'Cause-
I think maybe if I wasn't
I've read all that
a
shit.
creative
Out
person,
loud
I
to
probably
my
wouldn't be
infant child.
as much into the novels. But
Dude.
I like
Have you
I
read
like
the
creating
Sherlock Holmes
something from
novels?
scratch. No, I haven't. No.
Oh man, you gotta read those.
Oh, they're so good, man.
Fucking
They're
amazing.
really good.
I've been getting into a lot of
Fucking
crime
great
lately,
characters.
but not that far
Okay.
back. I've been getting into
okay.
James Elroy.
Who's James Elroy?
Oh,
I
you
haven't
love
read
him,
that.
dude. You seen LA Confidential?
Yeah, man.
He wrote that book.
Oh, yeah, I got to read that. I'll get that on Audible too.
You can borrow it
How
if you
good's
want.
Google?
I've got it. Black Dahlia. He wrote that Black Dahlia.
Right on.
Yeah, great. Like,
What's the name of that dude?
great writer.
The other dude, the crime, wrote Fight Club.
Chuck Palahniuk.
Chuck Palahniuk.
I don't really even know how to pronounce that dude's
Palahniuk?
name. Palahniuk.
Yeah, you'd probably have to
He's
hear
probably
him
Polish.
say, well, this
Palahniuk.
is... Yeah, Palahniuk. It's Palahniuk. It's pronounced Palahniuk. Just
Palaszczuk?
like- yeah, it's just like Palaszczuk. That's a Polish name.
Anastasia
When
Palaszczuk
you write
wrote
it down,
Fight Club.
but
Is that
when
what
you-
you're telling me?
Palachuk.
Yeah, when you pronounce it Polishly, it's Palaszczuk. But her dad chose not to go by that because he wanted to do
Sure.
politics. Didn't change his
Was her
spelling,
dad a
just-
politician?
Yeah, man. She's
Oh, yeah, political
she's-
family.
she
dude.
inherited Inala.
She
from her
yeah,
dad.
exactly. She inherited
in
the
Allah.
fucking. She inherited
And
the
that's
fucking
where
electric.
Anastasia
How sick is that?
has come from.
Anastasia.
But she wants to say Anastasia Palaszczuk, whatever. Who gives a fuck?
Dude,
I know
the
it's
political
wrong.
system needs a shake.
But it's, yeah,
There's so
all
much
politics.
nepotism.
It's politics.
It's fucking ridiculous.
She wants to go into politics, and Palaszczuk isn't exactly
No.
phonetically appealing.
Well, I was thinking of going under Byron Shaw, like SHAW, like Bernard Shaw,
Oh.
because I got sick
Oh,
of
yeah.
the you're short and you're called short. Fuck me,
Okay.
man.
You're short and you're called short.
Yeah. Did you know
Short
that?
people ain't
Did
got
you
Dude,
actually
I am
know
short.
that I
was
am
called-
short
I
and
was
my
called
last
Shrimp.
name is short?
How tall?
How funny is that, man?
It's
the
a
ultimate
double whammy.
curse.
It's so funny that I never get sick of hearing it. It's actually the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Byron short.
Is it?
See, my brothers are 6
How
foot
ironic.
4 and 6'5",
At least your
and they
last
get
name.
the bullshit too. Oh, your name's short and you're not
And you're
short.
not short.
And people are just the fucking worst fucking thing in the goddamn fucking world, aren't they?
True
At least your
story.
last name's not Shrimp.
Fuck them
For
all.
real.
At least your last name's
Fuck
not
them all to
Shrimp.
death.
I was
Fuck 'em all
called
to
Shrimp.
Shrimp, Byron Shrimp.
I was the Shrimp.
Shrimp salad.
And I was also
yeah.
the midget.
Oh yeah, I was all that. They used to call me reticulous, which means like something like as thin as air or some
And
shit.
you're ridiculous.
But you know what,
And
Byron?
I'm ridiculous.
They've all got bad backs now.
And you
fucking
have
winning.
reticular problems.
Go the short.
Reticulating pipes.
the
Reticulating-
How good are those things?
Fucking.
Articulating
F- F-
pipes.
F-
You call me midget, I call you bad back.
At first they're constructive. After a while, it becomes a part of you.
As you become a part of them. What
The
a
good
wonderful
old
way
You
days.
found anything in the almanac
What
there,
a
pal?
wonderful way to do
I
it.
saw some crabs and some
Strangled by a python.
oysters there.
Is that your number one way to go that you can think of? Well, I know it would change every day probably, but what's your number one way to die?
For me, it's always been jumping in front of a train.
Quick, simple,
Quick, simple,
easy.
and it traumatizes everybody.
Absolutely. Endless guilt to everyone else left behind.
Everyone.
Yeah. What about
Everyone.
you, Ben?
To be honest, I'd probably just walk out into the bush one day when I'm old.
Yeah. So
And,
what, starvation or something like that?
Yeah, just go out
Poisoned
to
by
the
a berry
bush,
that you didn't
exhaustion.
even know.
into
On
the
it.
wild shit. Just go out into the
Wild,
bush and
that's a good
die.
movie.
I want to die in a sack like Errol Flynn.
That's probably what
Can
I
you
would like to
explain
do.
that?
Heart attack while having intercourse.
Oh, that's
No,
nice.
I don't want no heart
That's
attack. I've
nice.
seen that shit. It's
Yeah, true.
not good. I'd rather just go and expire in the bush.
You want to... Alright,
Heart attack's terrible.
there we go.
Yeah.
But you're
Frothing
fucking...
at the
and
mouth
you're-
and
there's,
shit.
there's a reason why you had that orgasm.
It's not a
Could you
good thing to
imagine that orgasm as you literally die of a heart attack?
What if you died of like coming too hard? So you didn't actually have a heart attack.
Actually,
You just died? It was
you
just like-
drained yourself.
Yeah. Like so there's
just
no
this spray,
not
this
pain
endless
per
spray,
se.
as you kind of collapse like a balloon.
Yeah,
As-
you just shrivel
as
up.
everything
like
about you turns to
Gornskis.
cum.
so you've starved yourself for months. The last bit of protein you have in you,
Yeah.
you've just splooged.
Gone.
You've
And
just
then
splooged
and
it
you
out.
just you expire. Very
And then you explode.
poetic.
No more protein.
No.
Done.
Zinc.
And then it's party time for all the little worms.
I guess
Zinkless.
it's possible. It's possible.
I love Stephen King, by the way.
Yeah.
Anybody else like Stephen
Yeah,
King?
I've got a. I see his
I
Stephen
saw,
King
I
there.
saw a Stephen King.
I've only got
before.
one
My Stephen King is
book of,
Insomnia.
what is it? I've got Misery.
Misery's
is
great.
Mine's,
And it's
mine's
I've
Insomnia.
read the first Dark Tower, but
I've read the first Dark Tower
I
as
don't
well.
know if I
Oh,
really
it's-
got into it.
Stephen King's.
Otherwise,
I
I
like
would
the
have read
first
all
one.
of them probably.
Yeah, exactly. I read the first one and I devoured it in a night.
Billions of bodies suspended in space cast a cold eye on this human race.
I'm a real Lord of the Rings freak.
Mm-hmm.
I got the fucking one ring around my neck, right?
On.
So, I believe they are
And you got the book.
amazing books. I've read them. Well, I've read The Lord of the Rings, all three. I've read it twice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I know people who've read a lot more than that. I love the movies and shit. Anyway, I think that's maybe why fantasy is a bit of a tough deal for me. Because I think Lord of the Rings is so fucking good.
Like a crystalline palace.
And it's like, I don't know. I've tried, but failed to read more fantasy.
You couldn't do
Because
it.
I just don't.
See-
I get into it, but then there just comes a point where I guess I'm comparing it to something like Lord of the Rings, and
Mm-hmm. See, I'm in a similar boat that I fucking love. I've read, I reckon, twice, maybe 3 times,
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Mm.
Like, straight up. I really loved it, and I devoured it.
Mm.
Like I was saying about the first Dark Tower book, I devoured it, and then I wanted more, so I read it again.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah, it sucks when you get to the end of it and
I
there's
don't
no
know
else
if
to
I'd be
go.
able to read it again. As I said, like, I like the audio books.
Yeah.
So I reckon I'd put it on in the car and fucking go,
If Ian McKellen read it,
oh my god, yeah, man. Or fucking Stephen Fry reads Lord of the Rings. I'd get into that.
yeah.
But
Daniel Trickett reads Lord of the Rings.
on mushrooms.
Now, allegedly, he
Allegedly.
started every sentence with allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, yeah.
Not to your lawyer.
Now it's probably
Allegedly.
it's probably fake, but this is telling me that a little dude went to Mordor, but don't believe everything you hear.
But it's probably
Yeah.
an important thing to know, if you know what I mean.
So
But Lord of the Rings is where we were.
you're in the Hobbit.
And one, yeah, man, that's it. Okay,
Love
let's
the
how I
Hobbit
got to
too.
that. So I've read Lord of the Rings probably 2 or 3 times. I read The Hobbit over and over as a kid,
Yeah.
and for me, it sparked an absolute love of fantasy novels. Like, it turned me right onto fantasy.
So aside from Lord of the Rings, what's your fantasy jam?
Terry Pratchett's pretty cool, man.
Oh, I did read Hogfather and loved it.
Yeah, Terry Pratchett's pretty fucking special.
Yeah.
Even like, who else is it? Patricia McKillop I used to read that over and over. Brian Jacques, who wrote like fantasy mice in medieval times have fights with fantastical badgers, like that sort of shit. These stupid little animals that go on adventures in Fantasyland. I
like
fucking read it over, like.
You read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Oh man, Douglas Adams.
That's a bit of fun,
my
isn't
jam
it?
too.
I read that just
That's
the
like
other day.
fantasy sci-fi.
I never read it before, and I read it real
And it's
quick because
hilarious. Yeah, man.
It's yeah, there's some funny shit in it.
I've read that over and over. I've read the first 3.
When old mate
over and over.
recites the poetry to the dudes as a
Mm-hmm.
punishment, like
Yeah, that's it.
they all just want to die. Just kill me, man.
Yeah,
Stop with this fucking
It's
poetry.
hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I like it. It's good.
Yeah. Terry Pratchett's along that Douglas Adams line. Neil Gaiman I liked as well.
What about Wheel of Time? Who's that dude? Jordan.
I remember that.
Jordan.
Peterson?
Jordan.
No.
Jordan Dawkins.
No. I know who you're talking
Jordan
about.
You know
Houston.
what I mean.
know
I never read it,
exactly
but someone
Houston,
told me I
Texas.
should have read it.
Tank Abbott.
Isaac
Jordan
Asimov.
is the first.
Isaac Asimov. There's an author.
Mm.
I, Robot.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
You,
I've
you
got it.
have to
He
Google
wrote
it.
the rules of
You have to
robotics.
Google it, but
Oh,
yeah, I
Isaac
know
Asimov.
exactly what the books you're talking about.
Yeah.
I had a lot of friends that were really huge into that. They
So-
raved about it.
So if you're into non-fiction mainly, like what's a book that like has totally fucking uprooted you and like made you go fuck, whoa.
Okay.
Good question, Bizo.
That's a huge
Bozo.
question because there's so
Drongo.
bloody many, man.
Yeah.
Making Robbie great again.
So bloody many. In terms of fiction,
What's a
Nah.
Sherlock
No,
Holmes is
no.
my favourite.
Yeah.
No,
No, like
it's just
a
fiction.
non-fiction.
That wasn't a question.
Non-fiction wise, well, you're an atheist, so you'd probably call the Bible fiction. But
Faction.
There's
I prefer
plenty-
faction.
there's plenty of books in the Bible that I regard as, well, all of them I regard as non-fiction. That
Even Song of Solomon?
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
non-fiction?
I am black, but I am comely.
it's like any book. You have your favourite chapters and you have your
Amen.
not so favourite
Amen.
chapters.
You read Ruth? You read Esther?
Yeah, I've read the whole thing.
I like the
You gotta-
chick.
you
Ruth
gotta
and
drink.
Esther.
You gotta make eye contact and you gotta drink.
Oh, yeah.
This is I'm like a, I mean it.
For me,
Otherwise, okay.
for me, it's the
Otherwise,
prophets
it's not a
and
real cheers.
the gospel and Genesis. Can't cheese it without me.
Oh, dude. Ah, there we go.
It's bad luck to cheers with an empty glass.
I'll tell you,
Let
hands.
me, let me refresh my beverage.
Actually, let's see if you, my friend, can guess my favourite book in the Bible.
For you,
Yeah.
from what you've said,
First of all, do you think I've read the Bible?
I don't think you've read the whole thing. But from what you've said, from
No,
your
mum
kind of-
loves the Bible.
I would probably pick your favourite, maybe to be Job.
That's my least favourite.
Really?
Yeah, to me, that book paints God as an absolute piece of shit. And it's one of those things where it's like,
Well, that's why I
you
picked
can't
that
change
one.
my mind.
So fuck
You know what
that
I mean?
book.
That's
My
why I
favourite-
picked that one for
If
you.
God's there, I'd like him to be decent.
My favourite,
But you reckon Job
Revelations,
is
bro.
real. So fuck
Oh,
that
yeah,
God.
yeah.
the poetry
is
in Revelations.
fantastic.
Yeah, I made an album called Revelations.
Actually, can I say one point on that?
Yeah.
Dudes, in the book of Revelations, I think it's chapter 12, St. John, 2,000 years ago, predicted the internet. Check it out. Every world sees what happens in Jerusalem live.
Wow, that's a
Okay.
bunch of bullshit.
That's true.
But
He may have said that, but
everybody's,
As far as-
everybody's into what they're into.
it's a lot like Nostradamus, you know what I mean?
Like,
Like,
this is a nice mic stand.
so many of
You brought up
Nostradamus's...
Revelations.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So many
You asked for this,
So many
motherfucker.
Nostradamus's... what do you call them again? Visions.
quatrains.
Visionaries,
Um,
soothsayers,
what do you call them?
Quatrains. It's quatrains.
fortune
Yeah.
I
tellers.
think
Yeah.
that's what he called it. Quatrains.
there's a word that we're not getting, but anyway.
It's
Nostradamus, prophecies, predictions,
Trinkets.
whatever. You know, you can spin them a lot of ways to suit what's
Oh,
happening.
yeah, that happens, for sure.
So, while those words that you said there from St. John could certainly be used to describe the internet, it's not what first comes into my mind.
No, that's right. You've got to. It's
Well, he said the whole
historiographically,
world
it's like
will
British
see.
history. It's planting your own interpretations onto something that was written 2,000
Not
years
really.
ago.
It's not an interpretation. He says
Of course it is. Everything is interpretation, dude.
every country will see what's happening in Jerusalem at the time it's happening.
Yeah, and that's
You'd
not
have to bring up the passage, but that's basically
that's
what it
not a
says.
literal description of the internet.
No, it's
So
not.
that's a literal description of our morning news.
As you interpret it.
Well,
But you think
no
you
one gives a
honestly-
fuck about Jerusalem over here.
No, no.
I know Jerusalem is
Still on the
used
news.
as,
Is it, I don't even
it's
watch the
used
news
as
because
a,
I don't give a fuck.
you know?
That's cool.
Most people don't give a fuck enough to watch
The news kind of sucks.
In my
It
experience.
does suck, man.
Mm.
Oh, that's interesting, man. I didn't. I suppose it's tough being as a non-believer. I guess I never really tried to see Revelations as prophetic.
Right.
I see it more as poetic.
Yeah,
I love the
your,
language.
your album is called Revelations.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
literally just a bunch of lines I stole.
That was
from
the last
book of
one. That was the
Revelation.
last one, wasn't it? Revelations,
Mm,
then Cosmos.
Yeah,
Wow, that's such a big jump, dude. Musically.
yeah, I've really fucked myself.
No, that's a good point too, because I'm kind of taking Revelations
What
a
are
bit
you,
more
David
literally,
Bowie?
not just from
David
the
Bowie.
majestical
Mm.
language of it, because it is quite. The language is quite poetic and majestical. and
Yeah,
actually,
you can almost say it's psychedelic.
Yeah, man.
Some of the
Totally.
imagery.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love it. I've read that book a lot.
Okay.
You're totally right.
Well, you'll like the
True
book of
story.
Daniel too then.
That's interesting.
Daniel in the lion's den.
Daniel in the
Daniel's very
lion's
similar.
den.
He gets into that.
I remember
That's
Sunday
it.
school, so fuck all that shit.
I like Solomon. I like
Not for me.
I like the poetry and the mystery of Solomon. I love that. I am black, but I am comely.
Mm.
What the fuck does that mean?
Mm.
You know, Dad's a bit of a researcher, and he thought maybe it was tied in with the fact that Solomon is rumored to have had a relationship with the Queen of Sheba.
Mm.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
And so perhaps it was her saying I am black.
Oh
She was black.
my god. See,
Right?
that's
So-
a totally different spin on that, man. Like, you've got to think about what's the meaning of that sentence. That's kind of what you're touching on. Like, what was going through the head of the person that wrote that sentence? I am.
Well, I just wonder if there's
black,
just
I
been a
am
little-
comely.
a little shift in the person, you know? Like you're supposed to think that the Song of Solomon is written from Solomon's perspective, you know, but
Oh no, it's
maybe
just,
there
it's
was
poetry.
a little maybe
When
there
you
was a
write
little
when you
shift
write
there.
when you write poems, just like when you write lyrics to songs,
Mm.
you're not literally talking about yourself all the fucking time.
No.
True.
You've got your own experience that led you to think about your mate's experience that you decided to write
Exactly.
a poem about, right?
Reflections.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and the rest, and sometimes you're writing about yourself so personally that you've got to make it sound like it's about the dude from down the street in the summer of '69 or whatever.
Mm.
You know,
Man, I wish I was at Woodstock.
that would have been a great concert.
Yeah.
What
You
the
can
first one?
see everybody playing the music.
They're rapping the poetry.
You talking about the first one? Stop.
Yeah.
Nah,
Summer of
probably
fucking 69,
94
dude.
with Metallica.
What about 93 with Metallica? Have you got a
Oh,
problem with 93?
maybe it was 99. It did some special.
82, or is it 86?
Master of Puppets.
86.
Master of Puppets. Was
86 and 99.
That's a good year.
86 and 89.
Master of Puppets
86
86.
and 99.
Black Album
Hey.
91.
Dude,
Scatology.
me and this fucker here,
Fuck.
Study of shit.
we danced on stage with George.
With George fucking Clinton.
You danced on stage with him?
With
Mhm.
George
Where at?
Clinton, man.
He
Byron
stole my
Blues
girl. Blues
Yeah.
Fest.
That was a highlight for me. That was
Amen.
so.
How'd you get up on
good.
stage?
We had backstage passes.
Yeah.
And I was
We were watching backstage, and then
Robbie.
suddenly
okay,
George
let's-
went, "Get all those guys in that
Yeah.
balcony to come down and dance on stage."
Robbie was side of stage. I was well backstage, smoking up with the manager, the tour manager of Parliament Funkadelic.
Wow, how do you
Right.
tour manage then?
Oh my god! And then
I
he's
think
and
George
all of a
just
sudden
rolls,
we were
man.
having
He
this
just
chat, we
rolls.
were having this spliff, and it's like he's like perked up, he's heard something, and gone, right, it's time to get down there. Come with me, brother. And so we all went down, and I went side of stage with the Parliament tour manager, and then George Clinton. And so this is my experience, and Robbie's told you his experience of being just glued to the fucking stand.
Oh, so you weren't dancing in the same spot as me?
No, man.
You got pulled from a different.
I got pulled from a different place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I was backstage.
Because we were both dancing our fucking asses off.
when
so
we got on stage, we
they
were.
might have did it like that.
When we
grabbed
got on
those
stage, we
dancing
were.
bastards.
He grabbed those two
them.
sexy dudes.
I know, but it was
And
fun,
invited
man.
back to our party.
Yeah, man, it was cool.
Couple of nose beers with George.
Before the gig, we saw him eating a sandwich
would've been
by
nice.
himself, doing his chill time.
And I'm like,
Gotta have
just
chill
let him
time,
have chill
mate.
time, dude.
Yeah, because
Robbie
wanted
was like,
to talk
do
to
you think
him.
he's lonely? Maybe I should talk to him. And I'm
Yeah, I
like,
He
did.
wants to be
I'm
alone.
like, Robbie,
Yeah, I did
Robbie,
want to talk
leave
to
him the fuck alone. You don't have to go say
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah, pre-show, you just need that time to just...
Trust
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
even when it's a
what
bullshit,
Just
like I do
be.
cover songs.
I understood.
I do cover gigs for a living, you know, and the other night I'd set up, and I usually get there, set up early, so I can just sit down with a beer and just compose myself before I have to sing like fucking horses and shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And anyway, I was sitting there, and this dude that I know came up, he could see I was fucking chilled, I was in this little corner, you know, and he came up, course, he wasn't to know that I was about to play, but he came up. He said, "Hey, what are you doing, man?" I said, "Oh, look, I'm going to play a gig in 15 minutes. I'm just having a bit of a quiet minute to myself before I start." He goes, "Oh, sweet." Sits down. Starts fucking talking to
It's
me.
like, dude, you don't get it. You don't get what I just tried to say.
Yeah. And then like fucking 14 minutes later, he goes, "Oh, this is your quiet time. I should leave you alone." Good.
Thanks,
So
thanks,
he
mate.
left me a fucking minute. I sculled my beer and got up and I sung Horses, and the
Yeah.
suicidal thoughts kicked in.
Oh shit.
As they do.
They've kicked in a few
Mental
times
health's a
this
real
podcast.
thing, though.
Make me sing Horses, man. That's,
Mm.
sometimes, like I don't even sing the whole thing. I just sing a chorus because no one knows the whole thing anyway.
No, man,
Yeah.
they just know the bits
They just
and
come
pieces
into that
they
chorus.
sing along.
So sometimes I'll just do a couple of choruses and I'll tell people,
That's the
"Hey, all
goddamn
you
way it's
silly,
gonna
funny
be.
little kids who
Little
want me to
motherfucking
play
horse
horses,
cunt.
we're gonna do a chorus. Right? Here we go.
Cunt, cunt, cunt,
3,
cunt,
4,
cunt, cunt.
bang." And we all just sing a couple of choruses and then I stop.
Mm.
And that seems to, satisfy.
Mm.
Someone called me un-Australian once because I wouldn't play horses.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
said-
even know horse.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Daryl
where-
Braithwaite
That's where an
did a
American
cover
would
of it.
pull out their gun and shoot that
Just
motherfucker
give
in the face.
me a
right?
line so I know.
Fuck
the
off.
rest.
It's the way
What
it's
an
gonna
idiot.
be, little
Ah,
dog.
yes, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You've heard that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was written
Daryl
by.
goddamn Braithwaite. They had that
It was
single
written-
on the side of a Wheat-Bix packet. That's where I first heard it.
It was written
And then I
by.
used it as frisbees because it came with every fucking Wheat-Bix packet. How many CDs do I need? Fuck this bullshit.
Coasters.
Coasters, that'd be awesome if I still had those.
Go
Song-
to Daryl,
With
gotta love him.
coasters.
That song was written by Ricky
It's
Lee
un-Australian
Jones.
if you don't say that.
No, it was written by Ricky Lee Jones and Donald Fagen from Steely Dan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's in no way Australian.
Right.
Therefore, it's in no way un-Australian if I don't sing it.
Uh-huh,
You know.
uh-huh,
What
uh-huh.
what shits me with
It's like coming from the land down
oh
under.
so many things shit me, but something that fucking shits me is like people who are fucking uneducated about music, yet are just unwilling to sort of learn. They're just like
Pop.
I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it,
You're
but
talking about pop pissing you off.
but the sort of fucking assholes
right?
who asked me to play horses and shit. I had some fucker the other day, right? Some American fucking dude. I do lots of songs that I don't particularly love and I cover the shows, So I was playing 3 a.m. by Matchbox 20, right?
And I must be lonely.
Yeah, and so this American guy comes up and he goes, "Oh man, you just played that Casey Donahue song."
What?
And I'm like, "Dude, who's Casey
Who?
Donahue?" He's like, "I was a country music singer." And I said, "Oh, what song was that?" He goes, "The one you just played just before." I said, 3 a.m. He goes, "Yeah, the one that goes, baby." I said,
That's
I
cool,
think
isn't
we're
it?
talking about the same song, brother, but I said, I think it's Matchbox 20. He goes, "Nope, not originally, Casey Donahue." And I sort of said, "I think you're wrong."
Yeah.
And
Baby.
he just went, "Nope, Casey
Oh,
Donahue.
wow.
Look it up. Look it up."
Oh.
So I fucking did. I was on stage and I put my guitar down and I fucking yahooed that shit.
Alta Vista'd it.
Yeah, I asked Jeeves. And sure enough, Casey Donahue had covered this song in like
Right.
2009
But not
or
originally.
some bullshit.
Oh, 2009.
Oh,
that's well after Matchbox 20
and-
made it, right?
And I showed
Mid-90s shit.
and I showed this guy.
Mm.
And he goes, Nope, Casey Donahue. You gotta hear it."
Wow.
And I just thought,
You were messing with his paradigm and he couldn't understand it.
Yes.
Paradigm shift,
Well,
man.
in
Well, he needed a
psychology,
paradigm shift.
yeah, he was like stuck inside a
Yeah.
parallax. And I shifted him around so he
yeah.
could see the right
was
vision.
He was
And he
like
was like,
the,
"Nah,
the-
I want to fuck
He
it
was
all
like
up."
the once-ler in the Lorax that
Yeah.
couldn't move on.
there's been heaps of psychological studies on
Yeah.
people changing their minds, and if someone's mind is made up on something, doesn't matter how much evidence you throw at them. Generally speaking, they won't change their mind.
Mm.
Like your flat earthers you were talking about and shit like
But
that.
that shit's real.
You can throw
Mormons are
tons
fun
of
too.
evidence at them.
Mormons are fun too.
Won't change your mind. Like
Mm.
you.
The ones
I'm
that
flat
knock on the door. fuck, you can have fun with those cunts. You can tell them to get the fuck off my lawn, like some people's fathers used to do.
You know
Or
what
you
you should
can have
do,
a
man?
chat. You can just have a chat with them and fuck with them, like some other people's fathers.
Offer them
used to
jelly shots, man. Like,
Yeah.
just
Would you like some Jello?
Start a party.
I
like,
need some Jello.
like,
Would
hey,
you like some
hey,
Jello?
I've got this.
Come in.
I've got this bottle
Tell
of
me
gin
about
and a blow-up
Jesus.
doll in the back room. You know?
Oh
Like, you boys want a party?
Sexual nuts.
The blow up doll.
Yeah. That I gave
Jeremy's
you my first
got a bit
girlfriend.
about that.
Yeah, I used to have a bit about that.
You
But
used to
that's
have a
like
bit
back
about
in
that.
grade 3.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Do your bit.
That joke's a little old.
It's not
Okay.
old.
Yeah.
No,
It's like 2 days old.
it's what happened.
Well,
Just tell
I
Byron
did.
what
Okay,
happened.
so there was a girlfriend. I gave her because she wanted this. She asked for it, like literally asked for this.
What grade
Like,
are you in?
I don't know, man, but I was still in school, and so I gave her this photocopied picture of my face, and molded like a dildo, and tried to get the proportions right, so that she could look me in the eye while she's fucking this goddamn dildo. This is 100% for real, but it was in school, but like we broke up.
It's so unimaginative.
We broke up a little later, and
Who
so
jerks off over their own partner?
yeah, I know. What a boring cunt. That's why I.
Well,
dumped
she's
her. That's
still-
why.
that's
That's
the
why
thing.
we're not still
That's the
together.
thing.
That's why we're not still together. She's still got the
Potentially,
fucking.
she still has
She's
the doll
still got my
made of
the sex
the
doll made of
Jeremy
thing.
doll.
Lord.
She's still got
Potentially.
it, but
He left it there.
I left it with her, dude. If that's what you want, I'll make it for you, and then I'm gonna fuck off.
There's still a Jeremy doll out there with a cock.
It's out there, man.
It's out there.
Wow.
It's out there.
Mr.
Scary.
Maybe it's Mr. Pink. I'm not sure. Yeah, it happened.
Talking about speaking shit.
In fact, I might have
Let's go.
seen that. I might have seen that.
Scatology,
that dude
the
at
study of shit. You've seen it in a sex shop.
No, I might have seen it like out the front of a couple of bands around town.
What? That's that big erect penis.
Yeah, there's a couple of real
Only
dicks.
erect though. It's like it's not so good. But it's what she wanted, so I molded it for her.
You can see Jeremy's doll in every protest. It's on higher.
I change my face regularly.
You do,
Yeah.
and your hair,
And my hair. I had
personality.
it. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm constantly switching ideologies, because that's where the fucking understanding of life comes from, is to throw yourself into a new ideology.
Hey, John Stuart Mill again, man. You know the open.
Wasn't he with Jeremy Bentham though?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, see,
But
I don't like that
he
shit.
went straight
That
away
util-
from that though.
That utilitarian shit.
He went away
of
from
J.S.
that.
Mill. I'm not a big fan.
No. So
Like the prison that they designed, that's not cool. I don't like it.
he was born into that.
Philosophers, poets,
He's born into that Benthamite
classics.
shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much indoctrinated in it. But he had
Mhm.
a crisis of faith when he was 18 and
Right
just saw it as
Mm.
bullshit, really.
Right on.
And yeah, I mean, he wrote some incredible stuff. He wrote On Liberty. He wrote The Subjection of Women, he's like the father of feminism, this guy.
Right on.
He's all about equality, and
Mhm.
he's like one of the only dudes in English politics at the time to have the balls to stand up and say, hey, I think maybe the
Yeah,
Confederate
that's the way.
States should maybe fuck right off because slavery sucks.
Mhm.
You know? Everyone else was saying, oh, they've got a right to secede and everything, but anyway, he was a good dude. J.S. Mill, man.
J.S. Mill.
Ugly as fuck, but you know, like
See, I get him confused with Bentham then.
American
Or,
history.
like,
is
I
not
get
strong
him-
point.
he knew Bentham as
An older guy, I get it confused with him as a younger guy.
You know,
Yeah.
Bentham's.
And that's what I do.
You know,
that
Bentham's actual mummified corpse is on display in a fucking museum or some shit in
I
England,
wanna lick
in a
that.
library.
I want to lick that.
Yeah, I forgot what he
corpse.
called it. Anyway, he specified in his will that they preserve his body, and he's sitting there in a fucking seat with his cane and his hat and shit, dressed up, and it's
That's-
Bentham, and he's sitting there,
He's
dead, like
Hasn't-
he's still there.
he hasn't decayed.
No, he's there, man.
He's an incorruptible.
They
That's
mummified
pretty
him. They
interesting.
did all the things. They pulled his brains out and all that shit.
Wow.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing.
Where is
Pulled
that?
your brain out.
France?
I'll have to ask Jeeves, man.
Yeah,
It's England.
Alta
so
Vista,
it's-
that shit.
it's-
Somewhere in
It's
England.
England.
Kind of more.
Somewhere in England, there's a mummified corpse of a
Of
philosopher.
a dude that I want to
Some dude
lick.
sitting around
Lordy. Yeah.
that you can't talk to.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, John Stuart Mill was he was certainly indoctrinated as a kid into that whole school of thought. His father made him read like Plato when he was 5.
Mm.
Yeah, he was like this fucked up little prodigy, you know, the
Right.
sort of kids you fucking beat up at school because they're nerds. But shit,
Yeah.
man, you know, like what an education.
Well, what's the go with wax museums? That's kind of a similar thing. You know, you just got these,
Except they're not
Bodies.
actually real bodies.
but
It's
kind
the
of just
morbidity
made
of
of
it.
wax. Yeah, it's kind of
The
weird.
change.
to me.
It's the it's okay. Both of those things are pretty morbid. Like a wax museum is quite a morbid place as well. So is like looking at an actual corpse. That's
Well, lots of
way
people
more
dig about
morbid.
it, otherwise
But-
they wouldn't pay.
Corpses?
Shit.
Oh,
Wax
wax
museums.
statues.
As being on the same level and the same
Kind
kind
of similar,
of
yeah.
thing.
Kind of similar.
Why would you? Why the fuck would you go and lick John Stuart Mill's corpse if you could just read his book and that's
Or
way
walk
more
past
important.
Lenin's little fucking
A
refrigerator.
little grave. Why would I put a flower on Jim Morrison's grave?
When you
Why
can
the
dig
fuck?
him
When I
up.
could just listen.
You know, people
when I
walk-
can dig him up and eat him.
Yeah.
You know that
I can,
Lenin's in
I
a
can
cage.
munch on his bones
You can go visit
while
Lenin as
listening to
in
his music,
the man,
which is my
the
actual
comrade.
man.
Well, his body, his dead
Mm.
body.
Mm.
You can buy tickets to see Lenin.
That's pretty cool.
As in
He's
the,
being
the
preserved.
Russian.
Comrade.
As-
Yeah, the Russian.
Oh, right,
He's been preserved.
right.
A few
Oh,
saints
comrade,
as
mate.
well. Some Catholics like to do that from time to time with some saints.
We should
It's not a bad idea. I mean, if you're a good looking person.
If you're gonna preserve that corpse, motherfucker. Oh shit.
don't talk to me about that shit.
I'm not camera.
So, favourite movies?
Yeah, what's your favourite trilogy?
Favourite
Or a top 5. If you've got to do top 5, or you've literally got a
Oh,
favourite.
favourite trilogy is probably Omen. Yeah, for sure.
Fucking brilliant.
I would
man.
say that. Yeah,
You need to watch the rest of the Omen trilogy, Bonzo.
it's a very good
Sorry.
trilogy.
True story.
Very good trilogy.
Yeah,
that
look,
one.
yeah,
No more Google.
Not Jaws.
I think it's
Jaws was not a good trilogy.
I've
No,
only seen
Jaws
the
1.
Just the
Jaws
same
1
movie
is
3
the only one
times,
I've seen.
or 4
I
times.
saw Jaws 2 and it was the same movie.
Mm.
But I didn't bother with the third. Because.
What's your all-time favourite movie?
Lawrence of Arabia.
Lawrence of Arabia. What about you?
I don't have a favourite. I can't give you a favourite film.
I'm a
Right?
psychologist,
so
so
let's
it's.
talk about Lawrence of Arabia.
Mm.
Why is that your favourite film?
It's just Steven Spielberg called it a miracle of a film. It was extremely.
What do you call it though?
I call it. I can't think of a better way to say it. It's all filmed on location in the fucking desert.
Yep.
And it's got some incredible scenes in it that the dedication.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just as far as this is one fucking scene where they film a sunrise.
Mm-hmm. I
Like
can see it.
that's it. There's just a sunrise.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And
that's
music.
The thing about that
And
classic
incredible music, and it's
That's
just
right.
the cinematography
like
is.
that classic.
Have you seen
cinema.
Into the Wild?
Yeah, that's a great movie.
It's kind of like that
Great
It's a
too.
great movie.
Great movie.
It's very
Alexander-
deep,
Alexander-
very deep,
yeah,
very
great
cinematic,
soundtrack.
great soundtrack.
Alexander Supertramp.
Yeah, that's kind of
Oh,
similar
it's-
to
and it's-
Lawrence of Arabia.
I guess so in a lot of ways because like I also see Into the Wild as like it's like a modern Easy Rider. You know, it's like that.
Fuck it
that,
all. Fuck
it all,
establishment. I'm out of here.
and then in the end you
Mm.
die.
Yeah.
Right.
Your teenage angst as well, yeah.
It's got that too. It's definitely got that too. Into the Wild is a fucking great movie.
Oh,
That's another
man.
movie that I've
Didn't
watched.
Sean Penn
over
direct
and
that
over.
shit?
Did he really?
I
I
think
am
so. I
saying.
think you might be right
Like
there.
the full retard.
He
I think
directed
you
it.
might be
He
right
never
there.
got full retard.
Yeah.
Sean Penn.
I'm not 100%, but I
he's
think
a
you're
great
right.
actor.
Lawrence
I
of
think you're right.
Arabia.
Sean Penn's a great
It's
actor.
like 4 hours long. It goes over 2 discs.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And
You know
like it's so unique. It opens with an overture, like music, black screen,
Mm.
Yep.
10-minute fucking
Oh,
music,
yeah, it does,
and it's
man.
just this brilliant music.
Mm.
Yeah, of course.
And you know, Peter O'Toole
100%.
in one of his first roles, it's just like
For
blew
real, though.
everybody away.
Okay.
Anthony Quinn, Omar Sharif. It's like fuck, man. How
Wow.
much brilliance can you fit in one film?
Man, when it comes to classic actors, like you mentioned Peter O'Toole, for me it's Clint Eastwood all the way. Like, he's my guy.
Clint
Like,
Eastwood.
the original symbol of machismo. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck, yeah.
Those spaghetti westerns, dude.
Those spaghetti
Which is-
westerns are brilliant. Fucking.
Good
I'll
bad,
shoot
man.
you
mean,
from
yeah,
5
dude,
yards,
how good's Every
motherfucker.
Which Way But Loose.
Yeah.
That's
Dirty
such
Harry.
a good movie. How good's the Dirty Harry trilogy?
Well, that's not a bad one.
That's not a bad one. That's a trilogy in 5 parts, which is Douglas Adams all over again.
I'm a psychologist. My favourite is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Hey,
I can't go
Kinky
past
C.
that movie. That is crazy.
That's got some champs in it too. You
Oh,
know, Christopher
amazing.
Lloyd, Danny DeVito.
Oh man, amazing film.
Young fellas.
It scooped all the awards
Harry's
too.
Legends. How good's Harry's Legends? Oh my god. Clint Eastwood. I'd go gay for him too, even though he's an old man.
That film scooped all
And
the
he'd kill
awards
me
as well,
if
man.
A
he
few
heard me
dollars
say that.
short.
A few dollars short for a few dollars more.
Is that it?
There's 2.
Oh, there's 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
I watched most of those spaghetti westerns in a period where I was drinking a lot of tequila.
Have you seen
course.
Trinity?
What?
Trinity and Bambino, those westerns, the Italian
Full
ones.
spaghetti.
No.
Oh,
Full
you got to
spaghetti.
see those,
full
man.
spaghetti
Full
westerns.
spaghetti.
Oh,
So not just
they're
filmed
funny
in-
as fuck, man.
That's right, but full spaghetti, overdubbed spaghetti.
Yeah, baked beans and shit.
Trinity is my name.
Yeah. Check those out. Check those out.
Favorite western.
Your favorite western?
What's your favorite western?
Oh, Trinity.
What's yours?
Probably for. Oh, I mean, how can I not? I'm not good with favorites. I'm a top 5 kind of guy.
Right.
I fucking love For a Few Dollars More, man. Like that's fucking it. But then there's High Noon. You can't forget about High Noon, right?
I like.
I haven't seen it.
The soundtrack is the one song over and fucking over. There's not even any fucking color. It's all in black and white, and it's all about High Noon, the showdown at High Noon.
That
It's-
sounds like Gunsmoke.
It's such
Black and white.
important fucking.
Have you seen The
western,
Wild
man.
Bunch?
Yeah, that's
The Wild
old.
Bunch?
That's old school.
Sam Peckinpah directed that shit. He was never not drunk off his balls.
All right.
He could not.
I can relate.
He said he could not direct unless he was smashed.
Mm.
Anyway,
Fair
Wild
enough.
Bunch. It's got William Holden, Ernest Borgnine.
Mm.
60s, 70s, I want to say something like that. Way back.
Everybody's
Just
got a
an
different juice.
incredible fucking movie, man, and the violence in it was like revolutionary
Yeah, right.
for the time. It was just disgustingly violent.
Revolutionary for the time. It's a whole lot more now.
Yeah. Well, now you look back at it and you think it's pretty tame, but you know, it came
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and it was just this bloodbath, man.
Like Tarantino, that is my favorite writer
Oh.
and director. There's a bunch of dudes,
Quentin is up there on
there's a
my
bunch
list
of
too,
dudes
man.
that write and direct their own films, and out of that lot, Tarantino's and
Oh, Pulp
in
Fiction
terms
is
of my
amazing.
favorite, and so in terms of like my favorite movie writers, my favorite movie directors, same answer, Quentin Tarantino.
Yep. Pulp
I don't know
Fiction
what
is
Eric
amazing.
Eric Tarr. I love his writing, man.
Oh, I
fair enough.
think he's a great writer director.
Mm-hmm.
Reservoir
Can't think
Dogs,
of many
amazing.
other ones
Yeah.
that do both though. Like I love Scorsese as a director, but he writes with
Yeah,
What
and
dude's
Kubrick.
name?
Kubrick was like that too.
yeah.
But it was like the definitely I'd place Tarantino, Kubrick, Scorsese, Oliver Stone in the same ballpark. That's what I'm talking
Francis
about.
Ford Coppola.
Francis Ford Coppola. All of these dudes, that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Tarantino as the dude that makes his own movie. Just like all of those guys did, whether they adapted from books or whether
Yeah.
they wrote the scripts themselves.
They're real hands-on,
They're
man.
real hands-on men,
Yeah.
right? And out of that,
I would love to
Tarantino's
do
my
that.
boy. But that's my top 5. I've just named my top 5 as well.
I would love to be a
Movie makers,
filmmaker.
Top 5 movie makers.
Top 5 movie makers, alright, here we go. Scorsese,
Mm-hmm.
Francis Ford Coppola,
Mhm.
Sam Peckinpah. He does the westerns.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, I
and,
remember.
Straw Dogs with Dustin Hoffman.
Oh, Dustin Hoffman's great too.
Who have I got? I've got 2 left. I'm gonna say I said Francis Ford Coppola, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Brian De Palma.
Right. What did he do?
Scarface.
Scarface. Yeah, sure, man. That's why I know that. Brian De Palma.
And
How good Scarface?
probably Spielberg, man. Like,
Can't go past Spielberg,
fuck,
dude.
how many fucking incredible movies has that
Oh
dude
my
made?
god,
You know?
absolutely.
I don't think I even fit Tarantino in there, did I?
No, you didn't.
Oh, you
But you've definitely expanded my top 10. Spielberg. is
I'd put
definitely in my
Tarantino
top
above
10.
Spielberg.
Spielberg is
Personally.
in my top 10.
I just like his style.
He should be there above Oliver Stone, I reckon.
I like his realistic style. Like he's on the streets, Tarantino. Spielberg's more up there in
You gotta go see
imagination
that
land.
new movie,
Yeah, yeah.
man. Once Upon a
Oh,
Time.
yes, my friend. Absolutely. Let's do that. I reckon that's a movie that I'm going to want to see multiple times at the cinema.
At the movie.
So
yeah.
come with me to watch it.
Yeah, let's do
Please.
it. We'll get
Do you
Harvey
want
too.
to come and see?
And
Yeah,
Parmas.
yeah. Parmas, Harvey, Casper, Al. If Al wants to come and see it with us, do you want to come and see us? Trigger.
I'm happy
Jigger,
as
jigger.
long as I don't have any conflicts.
Righto. And the bigger
That's
the
the
group
only
gets,
question,
the bigger
man.
the group gets, the harder it is to organise. But
Yeah.
as I said, I'm going to watch it several
Got to
times.
earn money too.
because
6
I already
fucking
know
kids.
it. I already know it. I don't even know what the goddamn movie's about, but I know who's in it. And
6
I know
beautiful
who made it.
kids.
It's
And-
tied into the whole Charlie Manson thing, is what I believe.
Okay.
It starts as a bit of an expose on Hollywood, you know. Brad Pitt plays a stuntman, Leo plays the actor, and they get around Hollywood being badass and shit. And I heard that Margot Robbie plays like Sharon Tate, like who got killed.
Holy fuck!
Yeah,
Whoa!
What is this, a new film?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
coming out.
About-
It's coming
about
out.
Charles
It's
Manson.
coming
It's out now.
soon.
Came out the
It's
15th.
out now.
Really?
There's a. By the way, I
So
forgot
they've
to
done a
cut-
Charlie Manson movie. Is it again?
well,
Isn't there
I
already-
think
No, it's. Oh, and
it's
that's
not strictly a Charlie Manson thing, but I
That's
think that's
right.
probably how it wraps up.
right on.
You know, trying
I
to show
bet-
the glitz and
Oh,
glamour
I
of
love-
Hollywood mixed in with the fucking
Juxtaposed,
seedy underbelly, you know.
with the rest.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So yeah,
That's
I mean,
what Tarantino does so well.
Tarantino
Oh,
handling
this
that.
is Tarantino as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Leo
interesting.
DiCaprio.
With
I
Leo
gotta
and
see
Brad
this.
Pitt.
I gotta see that.
Yeah, man. Come and see it with me.
Have
at
you
some
seen it?
stage.
No.
Even if it's not the time that I see it with Byron, let's go see it together.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
And let's go fucking see it together.
Margot Robbie's great too. I mean, she's obviously phenomenally fucking beautiful, but she's a great actress, actor, man. You know, like fucking. She started in Neighbours, for fuck's sake,
Fucking.
and then all of a sudden she's like in the Wolf of Wall Street
Neighbours.
with Leo and Scorsese doing like a flawless Brooklyn accent.
That's pretty
Like,
cool.
incredible, man.
So she's gone Kylie Minogue, eh? Starting to blow up from Neighbours. Oh no, I think Kylie was Home and Away, wasn't she?
No, Kylie was Neighbours, man. I
Oh,
know
Neighbours,
Kylie,
okay,
trust me,
yeah.
I know my Kylie.
Kylie's Neighbours too.
But no, Margot Robbie, I think safe to say, is bigger than Kylie ever was. Like, Margot Robbie is...
Bigger than Kylie ever was.
Dude,
Wow.
Kylie was never huge in the States.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
She won a Grammy, like, later in her career for that, Fever album that had I Can't Get You Out of My Head, right?
Right.
But she never blew up in the States. She was big in Britain, in the UK, and Australia. Margot Robbie's like one of the fucking highest paid female actors in fucking Hollywood.
Hmm.
Like, you don't get bigger than that, right?
I believe
Surely not.
it. I believe you. I believe it. I'm just not very good with actors, that's all.
Don't remember their names.
Favorite actor?
Yeah, the names.
Favorite actor?
My favourite actor?
Yeah.
Okay, let me think. I gotta say Jack Nicholson, man. That's my
Nice
answer.
choice. Great choice.
That's my answer.
Yeah, dude. The Shining. Oh.
Oh, so many.
Mine's Marlon Brando, dude.
Okay, yeah, cool, man.
I know it's
That's
a-
cool. Godfather.
It's a classic.
Yeah, man.
you
And
know,
Al Pacino, very good
simple
too.
answer, but
He's up there as well.
Brando going back to frigging Streetcar Named Desire. Stella!
And Tom Hanks is up there too. He's fucking amazing.
Brilliant, man.
Have you seen his movie Big?
No,
You have not seen
I haven't
Big?
seen Big. No.
You gotta see Big. Put that on your
Probably
list
gotta see
too.
it, yeah.
Put
Big's
that
really
on your
cool,
list.
man.
Who's your favourite fucking actor, man?
I can't answer that question yet. I've been thinking about it while I've been playing.
I'm gonna throw a Meryl Streep in there.
Dude, she can fucking act,
Like,
motherfucker.
that's just next level what she does.
Damn straight. Damn
Favorite
straight.
female actor.
She can do an Australian accent. She's an American that can do
Mm.
an Australian accent.
That ain't easy.
That ain't easy, man.
Helena Bonham Carter does a good one too.
Oh, Johnny
Yeah,
Depp.
'cause we
used
talk
to be
like shit.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Top 5 Johnny Depp. He's gone.
He is a
He's
great
like
actor.
coked out of his nut with this Pirates of the Caribbean thing, I think.
Who's my favorite female
But
actor?
like, I think about movies like Edward
Natalie
Scissorhands, What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Like Johnny Depp used to. Favorite actor? Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh, dude,
That's my favorite actor.
he's everything, isn't he?
He's everything.
Yeah.
That's my favorite actor.
Mm.
My mother reckons I look a bit like him, but I think she might just be saying that I've got a big nose.
Again, my favorite female actor, I have to go back to my default favorite movie and say it's the matron from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh,
Her name
Lois
is
Ratcliffe.
her name escapes. Her real name escapes. me.
Yeah, I always just call her bitch.
Yeah.
Like, she's so good in that movie.
Oh, yeah,
Every
yeah,
time I
yeah.
see her, I'm just
What
like,
a
ooh.
fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Right?
They took all the awards.
Margot,
That film
what's
is
her name?
fucking amazing.
Character actress Margot Ewingsdale. She's actually a really good actress.
Can you Google that? What's her name? Nurse Rat.
Margot
Shit.
Martindale.
Margot Martindale.
Character actress Margot Martindale.
She actually.
What was
like, when you
Nurse
see
Ratchet's
her,
name?
When you see her acting as different characters, she just has bit parts. So she like used to have a bit about everything, right? And so she'll have this thing where you absolutely fall in love with her as a human. And then she has another thing like in that what's that dude's name? Who was I talking about? Clint Eastwood. That Clint Eastwood movie with
Get off my lawn!
with that chick. Like the Academy Award winning movie
Hilary
$1 Million
Swank.
Baby.
Hilary
$1 Million
Swank.
Baby. Right? Margot Martindale is in that.
Is she?
And I have fallen in love with her before. Like as
I've fallen
the
in love
world's
with Byron's
greatest
microphone.
everything.
I need
And
to
I
brush
hate
up
her.
on that
And I
movie. but-
fucking hate her.
What's the real name of Ratchet?
Who's rat shit?
Nurse
that's
Nurse
Margot,
Ratchet.
character actress Margot Martindale is really good, is what I'm saying. Favorite character actress Margot Martindale.
Natalie Portman. Out of this world. Black Swan.
Out of this world.
Incredible.
See, I'm not good
So
with
what am
the
I looking
names.
up? Nurse Ratchet.
Nurse Ratchet.
Right on.
That role, yeah. She's my favourite.
Yes.
She's my favourite female actor. For sure. Just from that one film. That one film was fucking gold.
Funny how she can
So
have an
fucking
impact like
gold.
that, eh? You know, like
Oh man, look at the face on her. Look at this scowl.
What's her name?
Look at
What's
this
her name?
scowl. I'll get to the scowl. I'll get to the face. Look at that, man.
ugh, dude,
Right.
scary.
Oh, fucking frightening. Look at her.
What's her real name?
Yeah, I'm looking that up, but this is what first came up. Scary.
Probably look stupid trying to find
Nurse
the
Ratchet.
name.
Ken Kesey. Blah blah blah. Let's follow this link to Fruitopedia.
That's a fruit.
Who played her? Louise Fletcher. Louise Fletcher.
Fletcher.
That's her name, Louise Fletcher. Okay. Sorry,
So
guys.
her
Louise
ancestors-
Fletcher. I'm not good with names.
Her ancestors made arrows. That's what a Fletcher does. They make arrows, like bow and arrow
Okay.
arrows. That's what a Fletcher is.
Oh, cool.
A Fletcher is
No
making
Well,
the
she
arrows.
certainly hit bullseyes in that movie.
Damn straight, making the arrows.
Oh, nice one.
That's why I carry an arrow in a pocket.
For the lions in the park.
Yes.
And the
When
Fletchers.
the cassowary kicks, I must have an arrow that has been fletched by an earth ratchet. That's how I'm going to remember her
Supposed to
name.
go like this when you see a cassowary.
Mhm.
Make yourself as tall as possible.
Mhm.
And go, fuck off, cat.
Get in the fucking bin.
Yeah.
Get in the bin.
Nah, Bill, they'll fuck you up.
Oh my god, yeah. So there's an emu at the local park in Queen's Park, Ipswich. They've got a nature sanctuary that I take my kids to see all the animals, right? And so my eldest loves the snake, and I don't really know what the youngest likes yet, but I think he kind of likes the birds. But time will tell. But I take him there all the time. I really like seeing the emu at the nature park. He likes looking at the snake, but I like looking at the emu's feet and going, that's a fucking dinosaur right there. Like, that's a dinosaur footprint.
Yeah, the birds. That's freaky shit, man. Now, Johnny Cash was walking down a nature trail one day and he was accosted by a fucking ostrich. He decided to fight it. Yeah, it kicked the...
Fucking...
That would
Yeah,
be
he
surprising.
fit it with his... He fought it with
Was
his
that
bare hands.
before or
Johnny
after he
Cash
quit
is-
the drugs?
Well, it was sort of in between. Apparently, he was
Oh,
supposed
okay.
to be
He was
sober, but he
jonesing.
was sort of he was supposed to be sober, but he was sort of secretly still popping the pills. And yeah, it's all in his autobiography. You should read it. It's fucking phenomenal.
I will.
Yeah, I'll get
I
him.
will.
And
He was
this,
definitely a no shit dude.
and this
No shit kind of dude.
this ostrich kicked the shit out of him and cut his guts open, and he ended up in hospital with his guts just ripped open, and they bandaged him up, and he hid his little packet of pills apparently inside the bandage,
Oh, right.
but it was humid or hot or some bullshit. Long story short, the fucking drugs melted into his wound. And he thought he was on a spaceship. He totally lost his mind
What a
completely.
great story, Mark.
Yeah.
Tripped out. What were the drugs? Do you know?
I think he was pretty much into barbiturates and uppers and
So Valium soaked into his
no,
wound.
speed and stuff, like the opposite.
Amphetamines
Yeah, amphetamines. Yeah,
soaked into his wound.
yeah,
Wow.
Whoa.
yeah. So I don't know how that made things hallucinogenic, but I guess you do
You
enough
take
of
enough
anything,
of anything,
you're just gonna
it's
lose
gonna
your
fuck
mind.
with your
right?
mind,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Got into his bloodstream.
Right. This one time I ate like a whole box of fucking Krispy Kremes.
I
Fucking
used to have a bit about that.
yeah, like crazy, man.
But I only used to give that bit to the lions in the park. So it didn't really
12
matter.
Krispy
Yeah,
Kremes.
for real. For real. For real, dog.
For real?
That's why I go jogging.
You wanna wear my vest?
That's why I
Smell
jog.
good.
Amen. Amen. Hallelujah.
Ain't got no
Hallelujah.
style, motherfucker.
Ain't got no style. Oh, what's that song? That's Nina Simone.
Nina. I saw Nina's
wow.
picture on the laptop
Yeah,
before.
she's here with
She
us.
is a legend.
She asked to be involved.
I love
invited her.
Nina.
I've run out of battery, so I've got no more pictures of people that I love. That's all right.
I love Nina.
Nina's amazing. Nina is amazing.
I listen to her almost every
Favorite
day,
singer
man,
then?
to be
Favourite
honest. Favorite singer?
Chris Cornell.
Ooh,
Oh
good.
shit, I've got so many.
Mine's Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye's amazeballs.
I've got
He's
so
in my
many.
top 5.
Just
man.
perfect. Just
Curtis Mayfield. Top 5.
I want to like
Toots Hibbert.
like
Top 5.
Elvis is
Toots,
the most important
Jim
singer
Morrison.
to me, probably.
Jim Morrison, man.
But
Top 10.
I can't put Elvis above Marvin Gaye. As much as I love Elvis, Marvin Gaye is just, I don't know, it's just effortless, man. There's videos
so
of him online,
smooth.
like lying on the fucking floor.
I know,
singing.
just singing like that.
like an
Like
angel.
he just doesn't even give a fuck. Just lying there and just it just naturally comes out of his soul.
How do you
This
do
is
that?
just what I sound like when I lie on the floor.
Yeah, for me it's
Wow.
a coin flip between
Fucking
Jim
wow.
Morrison and Toots.
Toots?
That's a coin
Toots
flip
Hibbert,
for me.
you're not a big reggae guy.
No, evidently not.
From what I've heard, are you a big reggae guy?
I've definitely delved. I love Bob Marley like a father, and I love Peter Tosh and Bunny Livingston.
All the Wailers.
Yep, but they're solo shit, you know. Like
Yeah, man. All the Wailers
Yeah.
came together and created that. And
Bob
then
Marley's
often
like
did
George Clinton though.
Yeah.
He's the maestro.
the maestro.
He's not exactly known for his voice.
No.
Not to the same degree
He'd be in
as
my top
Toots or
5
Jim.
singers. Incredible.
Yeah, he's up there.
Bob
He's up
Dylan
there.
would be in my top 5 singers.
But he can't hit the
sing for shit.
ranges
Can't sing for shit.
that Toots and Jim can. Their range is
Van Morrison.
amazing.
As is Chris Cornell.
Even
Cornell's range
Ozzy Osbourne,
is
man, his range is
unspeakably
amazing too.
Sharon!
Not so much these days, but back in the day,
Yeah.
Ozzy's range was
get it
amazing.
nice.
Ozzy, yeah, good.
And
Ozzy Mandias.
got a shout out to Aretha Franklin.
Oh my fucking god, yes. Yep, she's top 3.
Yeah, I'd say my top 3 is
She's
Marvin
top three.
Gaye, Elvis, and Aretha Franklin.
Right on. Well, yeah, cool. That's fantastic. So, see, top 3's even harder. I like top 5. I like to extend to top 10. But then narrowing it down to a top 3, that's hard. Because I got my two. I got Aretha and I've got Chris Cornell. But who else is top 3? That's a tough one, man.
Otis Redding.
Bobby Bland.
Oh, nice.
It's
Yeah,
cool
so
that we're
many.
talking about influences, man. That's cool. Because we've all
Do
got
you have
different
a
influences.
top 3 singers? You got Jim Morrison. You've got Toots. Do you have a third
Toots
one?
Maytals.
The female
Toots and
is
the Maytals.
The Maytals.
yeah, Toots, yeah.
And the third one? Like you've got, do you have a triangle?
Oh, it's a toss.
Triangulate your singing preferences.
It's a toss up between B-52s. I love those.
Which one
harmonies.
though? Which one? That's
The
right.
chick, right?
And
Kate.
Kate, is that a name?
that was the first album.
can't
What was
be
the
that-
first
what about
album
the
you
backup
bought? Let's
singer?
talk about that. What was it?
Matchbox
First
20.
album
For
I
me, it
bought?
was
Matchbox 20.
B-52s.
Matchbox 20.
Love
First
Shack.
album I bought was
3
this,
a.m.
man.
Must be lonely.
Silverchair.
Fucking Freak Show.
That's way
Right.
better than my
With my
first
own
one.
money, I bought it.
What
right?
was your
So, like,
first album?
The first one that I bought outside of the Christian music store.
You
was
bought Christian
Matchbox.
music?
Of course I did.
That's
I
funny.
was brainwashed from a very early age.
What was your
So
first
DC
fucking
Talk,
album?
DC Talk, perhaps.
DC Talk.
Skillet. I'm not really sure.
Skillet.
Who's DC Talk?
I don't know.
Oh no, it's terrible Christian rap.
Oh,
What's the
dude,
first
I gotta
album
hear
you
that
bought
shit.
that's actual music?
nice
Matchbox,
one.
Matchbox 20 doesn't. Okay, well, Matchbox. Let's.
Okay,
let's
Matchbox
supersede-
20.
No,
Alright.
you said what's music that I bought that's actual music, so we'll skip past that one too.
Aw,
And
I
go
thought
to
that was
NoFX,
pretty good.
Punk
Yourself
and
or
Drublic.
someone like you. Matchbox 20. Great album.
Great
All the
album.
hits on it.
So is Punk and Drublic, and that really cemented a lot of shit for me. And I bought that on the same day that I bought Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables,
Oh man.
and I bought Pennywise Full Circle. That was my first time
I've got the
going
Fresh
into a
Fruit
music store
and the Rotten
and just going,
Vegetables.
what the fuck do I want to listen to? This. And that's why I turned into the piece of shit cunt that I am.
Favourite album then?
Right
Favourite
into,
album?
Right into punk.
What music?
Yep.
Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Oh, I'm a Californication man.
Number 2, Funhouse. Iggy Pop.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. Nice one.
shit.
Number 3, Funkadelic.
No.
Which one? Which one? Oh man, anyone. That's a hard question. Just
Stand
a
on
whole
the Verge
load of
Getting On is
Funkadelic.
a fucking great record. Maggot Brain's a fucking great record. Free Your Ass
Oh,
and Your
man.
Mind Will
So
Follow.
many, so many.
Free Your Ass and Your Mind Will Follow. That's a fucking record.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to not listen to all their shit.
Absolutely.
Fuck.
My favourite album of all time is Astral Weeks by Van Morrison. Second favourite is Blood on the Tracks by Bob Dylan.
Oh, Bob Dylan, man.
Third,
Man.
fuck, I don't know.
Bob Dylan's
Third,
a
you can
genius
throw a
too.
blanket over about 100 records.
Bob Dylan's a genius too. Can't pick a favourite album of his because he's just got so much damn good
My
shit.
favourite classical piece is easily The Four Seasons.
Really?
Like really
Vivaldi.
fucking easily. Vivaldi. All of those string
Yeah, yeah,
arrangements.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's my favourite piece of classical music.
Do you know Carmen the opera?
Yes.
Oh,
Not-
that's one
not
of my
personally.
favourite
Like, is
old
it-
school ones. That's
But
one
you
of my
guys have
favourite
listened
old
to
school
way more
ones.
classical music than I have.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
guys-
I could tell
You guys,
my
you
favourite
guys have both
classical.
listened to one.
No, I
classical.
could. It would be the last movement of Beethoven's Ninth. I
The
think
last
it's a miracle.
movement of Beethoven's Ninth is a miracle.
It's got 2
And he
choirs
was deaf.
and an
Holy
orchestra.
shit.
The
He was
biggest
deaf too.
orchestra ever assembled at the time. 2 choirs, and he was completely deaf.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's crazy.
Oh, crazy ass. And like
He
he
ended
didn't
up.
start off
He
deaf,
didn't start off deaf, but
but by the time he wrote
he
his
was still
ninth,
writing when he
by
was
the time he
deaf.
wrote his
Yeah.
ninth,
Crazy.
no hearing whatsoever.
But even after that, he wrote a series of string quartets that are just fucking mind-blowingly good, and he was completely deaf.
Yep. Yep, Mozart too. Another legend.
Tchaikovsky would have to be arguably my favourite.
classical.
Really? Oh man, I don't like
I love
Tchaikovsky.
that dark Russian shit.
Yeah, I find
Mozart's
I
my
find
favourite
It's
classical.
like Disney music. I don't like it. It's like cheese. I hear Tchaikovsky and I hear cheese.
What song are you talking about though?
I've
What
really
piece?
tried.
Probably just the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies or something.
And the fucking
Yeah.
Nutcracker.
Yeah, that's probably all you've heard, and
the
that is
Nutcracker.
Disney.
It's got
It's
humour.
beautiful.
Yeah, but
it's been appropriated by.
I've actually tried to dive into Tchaikovsky.
You need to hear some dark shit. You
I
need to hear
more of his dark shit.
I think you need to hear the last movement of his last symphony. It's 9 minutes of just utter depression, man.
Yeah,
You wouldn't. Oh, I can't even
blow my
fucking
mind.
describe it.
you'll blow my mind.
Dark
When
shit's
I
cool
listen to that,
sometimes.
it'll blow my mind.
I don't mind
You
the odd
finish.
bit of dark shit taste in my mouth.
Traditionally, you finish a symphony with a fast movement. This one is a adagia. It's slow
Oh right.
and it's
Dirge.
just a fucking a
dirge,
dirge. It's the dirge and all dirges, man.
You know who doesn't write dirges? Katy Perry.
She doesn't like.
She doesn't write a dirge. You're a firework. I like Katy Perry.